H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we're broadcasting all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live, and it is Thursday. So we affectionately call it Baby Friday because the Chop Shop is not aired on Friday. So we consider this our Friday. We call it Baby Friday. And it's just so great third Baby Friday for me. And I hope it is for you too. But I see it might not be as a good day for y'all because I haven't seen nobody say nothing about it. Let me make sure. Okay. Ain't nobody. Yeah. I'm just checking. But shout out to everybody. Share the show. Let's do it right now. Thank you, Jason Peters. He's the only one. Keep on that. Thank you, Jason Peters. A phenomenal accomplishment like that, and nobody talk about that. Unbelievable. But you believe or you may, I have some things to say about that. Let's first of all, let's share the show right now. Let's get that out the way. And if you're not a member, if you're not a subscriber to the YouTube page, go over to YouTube, type in Chop Shop HTX, and subscribe to the YouTube page. We getting on up there, y'all. We getting on up there. Thank you, Thaddeus Moody. What else we got? Oh, let me talk about my starting five. Kevin Lewis. And the starting five, if you're new to the show, you don't know what the starting five is, they are the first 5 people that signed on to the Chop Shop feed. So we got Kevin Lewis, Jason Peters, Garrison Clare, Madonna Johnson, Todd Byerly, and our 6th man of the day is Daryl Anderson. And hey, Madonna, I haven't seen your name up there in a long time. Hey, Akila, Tamika, Tyrone, Shanquetta, Shanquetta. Had the Dodgers game last night. Yeah, went 16 innings. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah. I saw part of it and fell asleep. I couldn't stay up there late. Yes, we got so many things to talk about today. I mean, yes, it's a full house. I'm waiting on Jimmy, waiting on Chris. Chris said he was gonna peek his head again. Y'all were wrong for yesterday. Treating Chris like that. Y'all was wrong yesterday. Yeah. Come on, y'all. Y'all can't do us like that. Calvin Murphy, what's up, baby? What's up, Calvin Murphy? Yes, sir. Hey, thank you, Calvin Murphy. When I saw your son, man, he I just like to see new players that I haven't seen, and that just know how to play. You know, the Montana Willard, Calvin Murphy III. These kids just know how to play in the 9th grade. Y'all, let me tell you something. That take me that just took me back, man. I haven't been in the gym, Calvin Murphy, but I enjoy it. Let me tell you something. I told y'all, I haven't just I I'm older. I ain't going in around these gyms and I don't have to. See, a lot of these guys getting a check for going to the gym. Robert Hatter ain't doing it right now. Now, if it's somewhere like I had to go to the Hall of Fame, because guess what? I was picking up a check. I have to go to stuff like that. But in these things, that's y'all world. I support. But that young man, Mike Collins, I'm so glad that I came to see him, Money Mike, that I got a chance to see those other kids. So I might not be able to be there this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. But guess what? Thank God to Archie. Thank God to all the people who stream and video these things. I get a chance to get a feel of who the next young guys are. So let me start off the show, man. On this day, y'all, on yesterday, because I didn't do it yesterday, in 1925, a group of 500 Pullman porters, met in Harlem, New York, to form the Brotherhood of Sleeping Car Porters Union. At that same meeting, they elected A. Philip Randolph as their first president. Y'all, go look that up. Powerful, powerful, powerful. Yes, and yes, powerful. I'm watching what you said there, Rod Wells. Yes, Memphis is Money Bates is headed to Memphis, y'all. Money Bates, number one player in the 22 class, with John Penny Hardaway and the Tigers. Y'all, let me tell you some unique thing. I don't know if a few weeks ago, Chris Walker was on, and and somebody said, Hatter, he said, one thing about you, Hatter, you're always, if you ride for somebody, y'all, let me tell you something. I really defend. Yes, I do. If I mess with you, yes. But Penny and Memphis is just, just like your family. You know how y'all don't let nobody mess with your son. You don't let nobody mess with your daughter. You ain't let nobody mess with your house. University of Memphis is a place that I studied. Penny Hardaway is a guy that gave me my start in this sports agent business. If he said no, maybe I wouldn't have did it. So of course I'm gonna always love certain people more. That's just me. I'm gonna take up for y'all. If y'all on this this chop shop, I'm gonna take up for y'all. But if your ass wrong, ask Penny. Oh, me and him done had. Oh my God! But we done had some knockdown dragouts, y'all. But that's what makes the relationship so strong. He texts me saying, "Hey man, I love you. Do I love you too?" you feeling me? So this is y'all. It's just awesome. Think about this, y'all. Chris Walker came on the show. Oh, he was on the show, and we were talking about Jalen Duren signing, right? And first thing Chris Walker, he was kidding, but the first thing came out of his mouth, because we have to watch what comes out of our mouths, ladies and gentlemen. Got to watch it. Was, Hatter, your pockets and Memphis pockets gonna be a little lighter now. You follow me? When Calipari and them does stuff like this, I didn't hear y'all say that about Mike Boynton last year. And maybe y'all like Mike Boynton a lot better than Penny. I understand. That's cool. But when it comes to an African-American coach, when an African-American former coach, that's why I took offense to what Chris said, because Chris, you're a commentator on college basketball. I mean, he was kidding. Listen, I'm gonna repeat it again. He was kidding, but we have to watch the words coming out of our mouth. So yes, I took offense to it, of course. Do y'all remember what I said? Guess what I said, Jameson Morrow? I said, if those coaches, and Jimmy got to talk about, well, the white coaches mad at him. The white coaches gonna help. I don't care about, y'all told you it's two structures out here. The white coach is gonna always see him that way, no matter if he get a player or not. I don't care about them. It's how the black coaches see him. Somebody do not realize that I am on the show, but I know what they calling me about. I know what they calling me about, but he got to realize, and I'm gonna call him right after the show. I wish I could tell y'all who this is. Yeah, but he must have forgot the Chop Shop is on right now. But y'all, we got to understand when Penny wins, all of us win. I came on this show. I never forget it. And I got to tell y'all, I got to educate us, man. Share the show. Because we just got to stop doing this. I never forget, we just talked, all I said was, what if the black coaches, high school coaches, and the black AAU coaches, I said, what if they realize how much power that they have? And they figure out how much power that they have. They got the power to put Penny Hardaway, DeJuan Howard, Mike Boynton, a guy at Florida State, Leonard Hamilton. We have the power to put one of them guys in the Final Four almost every year. Because when I went in that gym last weekend, who all went to the Rucker the Wood? Who all went to the Rucker Wood last year? All of those players in there. Did you look around? Most of those players were what? What color were they? Those are our natural resources. I don't know Ike Brown. That's why I didn't mention his damn name, Kevin Freidman. I don't know him. I know these other guys. You can put them on there. I'm just telling you can put them on there. Hey, I'm just sitting here saying, see how we get off. I just sit there, I'm sitting there thinking about it, and all I said was, these guys got the power. I didn't say they were going to do it, because guess what? Some of them just ain't smart enough to do it. How did this thing get over here? Hey, y'all, I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't know how this thing got over here. This thing here just moved. My thing, it just moved over there. I don't know how to move it back yet. But I'll leave it there. Don't worry about it. I'm still Robert Haddon, but it's still left. But I'm sorry, y'all. It's it's crazy. But Penny Hardaway pulling off this thing, I think it should be celebrated. I know some of y'all just raised fucked up. Excuse my language. Some of y'all just, y'all can't help it. Man, I just can't celebrate. Somebody got a brand new car. I just can't. I got to hate on him. He got a new business. I just got to hate on him. Some of us, listen, I understand that. But this particular situation, man, I sit here and read some of the, I said, the first thing that somebody, well, he got the win. Did you say that about Cal? Did you say that about these other guys? Yes, he got the win. He want to win. But we don't, how the hell we gonna fight somebody else and we can't even get out? We ain't got our own house in order. Every coach, African-American coach in this business, I support them. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. I don't do business with them. Nothing. I support them. We got to start celebrating this. Y'all, this stuff don't happen. In the last 5 years, 2 number 1 recruiting classes at non-power. Well, it is a power. Listen, Memphis Phil, they are a power 5. I'm just telling y'all, that's just their attitude. You know how some people just. I'm good. Hey, I'm just telling you, y'all. We have. I got that. Maybe we got an arrogance that we really think we Kentucky. But for this young man to pull this off, I don't know how y'all know how hard this is to pull off. We should be celebrating him. Other black jealous ass coaches. We should be celebrating him instead of saying, well, now he got the win. No, He's just got to coach those guys. He got to coach those guys. Yes. Yesterday was the last day to roll in classes, which is why he made his announcement yesterday. But Herb Baker, if you go look at the Herb Baker, reason I couldn't say nothing. I couldn't say. If you go back and look at the directory, he had already had his email address. I think he had his email address on Monday already. So it's great for, thank you. It's great for Memphis. It's great. It's great for basket. Listen, it was a time. You know how we applauded Nick Van Exel the other day? How he got a job with Atlanta. But he didn't work with other teams, but we applauded that he got a job with the Atlanta Hawks. But I remember some college coaches who were happened to be white was telling me he was asking for a job and I couldn't give him no job because I don't know how hard he gonna work. Hey, he been in the NBA. I don't know how. Y'all don't understand what drives these guys on the inside to become a professional athlete. Man, it's just hard, y'all. I've been there. I've seen it. They become on top of your game. Yep, I tell a story. Penny, I go to Memphis and I just want to chill. Penny want to tell me and show me plays and show me videos and film. Man, I ain't come here to see all that. I ain't no damn coach. But he loves the game. I never forget this time, y'all. It's crazy. Never forget this time. They played against Johnny Dawkins at Taco Falls. Taco Fall, right? They played against them, and the night before, they were in practice. I was in practice, but I was on the opposite end, and I couldn't hear what he was saying. But he was saying something. I'm nosy. When I'm in practice, I just want to I just want to know, right? So I asked him. I said, "Man, what was you saying to your big men down there?" He said this, y'all. I never forget this. He said, when Taco Fall in the beginning of the game, wherever he go, when he get to this place, when he get the ball, he gonna swing right here, and all you got to do is wait on the ball. He gonna put it right in your stomach. I said, Paul Miranda, it's crazy. He said he gonna give it. You don't have to push him. You don't have to do it. Just play defense on him, and he gonna turn around and put it right there to you. Y'all listen to me. Listen to me. I'm at the game. Sitting courtside. Right in front of me. Taco Falls got the ball and turned and put it right in the dude. The dude grabbed it like this and went the other way with it. I said, unfreaking believable how defined and how brilliant these young coaches are. I mean, that's just one instance. I learned so much in his one practice. It was just unbelievable. But so I'm watching, y'all, we should be, what if your son want to be a coach? We got to support this. We got to support this. Because guess what? Chris Walker came on. He gonna talk about it later. He was talking about this article he want me to read in the Undefeated, talking about the black coaches, and Jimmy was complaining about the black quarterbacks the other day. I'm talking about, well, I think it's gonna be, I don't care how many black quarterbacks is in the league. It should be more. Yes, them guys on the field. I want to see how many black coaches. I want to see how many black GMs. I want to see how many black ADs. I want to see how many black head coaches in college basketball. Those are the decisions. Players don't make no decisions. Penny is making decisions. Chuck McGowan said he putting together a hell of a staff. I don't know how hell of a staff it is. We can never say. But when somebody from our community, y'all, he grew up in North Memphis, y'all. That's like Kashmir. Well, Jimmy, whatever that is. That's like out there. He grew up in North Memphis. Went and made a name for himself, man. And worked this thing. They got mad at him. a long time ago, in case people don't understand, James Wiseman was a highly touted player that Penny used to coach in summer basketball. Tubby Smith was the coach in Memphis. Penny wasn't no coach. He was, so guess what? Summer basketball. Chuck McGowan. I know it's been some girls in your program, and they didn't, and maybe not, but if they didn't have, you would help them. I know I would. I would. If I would. And guess what happened? Kentucky wanted the kid, but the kid chose Memphis over Kentucky. So guess what? Penny helped his mama while he was a summer coach move from Nashville to Memphis. Nashville and from Memphis is like from here to San Antonio, y'all. And guess what? The kid couldn't play. Kid couldn't play. Then we talking, well, he had to. James Wiseman played 3 games. You follow me? So it's north side. Yeah. That's the north side. That's the north side. But it's just unique, man. We have to watch our mouths. I know some of y'all just inherently just like to hate on people. Somebody get a new car, y'all don't like it. I understand. I believe you me, I understand. But what I'm trying to get us, I'm just trying to renew our mind. I'm trying to change our paradigm. Paul Miranda said, we as elevators should know all about it. Tendencies. Yeah. Paul, I was just sitting there laughing, Paul, how it happened on the first play of the game. So when we have black coaches in positions of power, us other black coaches and us other black people can't hate on it. We got to cheer it because your son might be up next. You follow me? I know y'all don't think much of it. I think more of your sons. Your sons might be next. So when this is, I'm sitting here, we talked, and y'all, let me tell you something. This shouldn't even have to happen, man. But I got to talk about it. Get 2 texts from Memphis. It was just telling me, man, how people are. Check this out. From Memphis, my hometown. How people are hating so bad that they are. Listen to this, ladies and gentlemen, because if this happened in this damn community right here. How people are hating so bad about this kid. You remember I said, what did I say a few weeks ago when Chris Walker and Jimmy was talking that mess? I said, if they mad now, they're going to be madder later, Kendrick Lewis. Because I knew this was in the making. I couldn't say nothing to y'all. I don't have to break no damn news. I ain't no damn news breaker. This my college and this my friend that at stake here. So check this out now. Check this out. This is a text, sincere text from somebody in power in Memphis. Said how people are hating so bad that they are getting fake accounts and reporting lies about how Penny got Imani and Jalen. Paul Miranda. The hate is so bad. People are generating fake accounts. And we know that well, John Newsom. And reporting lies about how he got these 2 kids. I don't care if he don't win a national championship. Walter Yates, that's what y'all don't understand. The fact that he's able to get these kids to come to Memphis over all of these other players in the world. They could have went to Miami. They could have went anywhere. They could have went anywhere. I don't care. My life is not wrapped up in whether he win a national championship. Paul Miranda, this is true. Paul Miranda, this come from people. It's come from people so high I can't even tell y'all. They said Hatter. They are generating fake accounts. Oh, y'all, Penny ain't thinking about this shit. Penny got to coach his team. That's why I can talk for him. That's why we need to talk for him. He ain't worried about this mess. But guess what? I'm going to report it because there's some clown-ass fools out here. We got some in this community that create fake accounts. You understand me? We got people in this community. Then some people don't like him because I went there. So, if you ever hear me, I support everybody's university. Because I know who I am. It's unbelievable. Then another prominent member, former player, texted me this morning. What did he say? He said, man, I think P is making it a national program again. But I know those older coaches are furious. The Rick Barnes of the world. The Calipari's of the world. No, I ain't chilling out. I'm telling the truth. This happening in our community. I don't know what you want me. No. This is real. Kedrick Lewis, I don't know if you, maybe ain't nobody hating on you. Keep Kedrick Lewis, keep on doing something. Then maybe somebody create an account on your ass. Yeah. Guess what? You ain't done enough. You ain't done enough yet. Keep on. Keep on living. Just keep getting better, Kedrick. If you're on this chop shop, I hope that means you're getting better. So keep on. You're going to have people, but creating a whole account, Paul? Sad.com. Paul, what'd you call it? Sad.com. So that's all, man. I just wanted to, it's a happy day for me. But I study history so much. And I look at history. And somebody was telling me about something, when Chris was telling me to look at this. If Kentucky at Duke would have signed him, Ken Lofton, thank you. They're great. Yeah, they're great recruiters. They create fake accounts. I'm gonna put it on the screen so everybody can see it, Ken Lofton. So everybody just won't know I'm just talking. And I got to get better at that. He said if Duke or Kentucky would have signed them. Yeah. It's just people, man. People, y'all got to understand. I was just thinking about, somebody was talking about, you remember I told you, Chris told me to read this article. And the name of the article, I think I wrote it down for y'all. What's the name of the article Chris asked me to? He told me to read it up on it. Let me see that I put it. I tried to. The name of the article under Undefeated, y'all go look at it. It's just talking about black hires in college football leadership. In college football, you got the AD, okay? You got the head coach, then you got the defensive coordinator and the offensive coordinator, because usually those guys there become head coaches. So it was just talking about, in 1981, Dennis Green became the first. Y'all might know this because y'all, Dennis Green became the first black head coach of a Power 5 football program, Northwestern, 1981. 2 years later, Willie Jeffries broke the same ground in Division 1A, now the FBS at Wichita State. Okay? Green and Jeffries were pioneers in the sport where black men had increased representation on the field, but not on the sideline. But 4 decades after Green's hiring, college football leadership remains disproportionately white. Despite recent diversity initiatives, since 1981, ladies and gentlemen, here comes Jimmy. Since 1981, only 39 black coaches and 29 black athletic directors have been hired. I got you in there, Jimbo. Let me see. Have been hired. Slightly less than 10% of hires for each position. Only 30 of the 65 power programs have hired a black coach. 20 have hired a black AD. ESPN examined the hiring of black leaders at every position in Power 5, and he just went, it's a great article. Go check it out. But I was thinking about something. Just studying history and the race and sports in America. In many ways, y'all, because I know Jimmy was talking about the black quarterbacks. He wanted how many black quarterbacks he think gonna be. In many ways, it parallels the experience of everyday African American experience in our lives now. I go back, it just parallels. What's happening there is parallels what's happening in the world. I never forget, Jimmy, I talked about on this show a long time ago, talking about African American jockeys dominated the early days of the Kentucky Derby. But in 1901, they pushed them out. The sports world, y'all, is no different than the broader black experience. That's why I can't stand for nobody to shoot down a black coach because he got some good players. In the way that black people experience Jim Crow. What it is, y'all, is how we respond to this inclusion. See, back then, you know what the black people did? They built their own baseball team, their own this, their own this. They even created sororities of their own and fraternities their own. Because why? They couldn't get in, the other ones. We had to create our own political organizations, create our own legal and professional organizations. We had our own nurses organizations. When the doors of segregation appears, black folks create their own set of institutions. Developing a sporting congregation, this community of sports, like with the fans, the black athletes, and the black media. When I think about, I told y'all about the black media, how they covered the Jesse Owens over there. The white media didn't cover it. They took the Chicago Defender and the Pittsburgh Courier. So a lot of things we can do outside of those communities, y'all. But when a black coach get two of the best players in the country, we first thing in their mind, we can't say, well, the white coach ain't gonna like that. He got to win now. Instead of saying, man, way to go, young king. Way to go, young king. We can't help it though. We so cynical. Well, what? Jimmy, it happened in Houston. Jimmy, guess what? It didn't happen in Memphis. Jimmy, they down there creating dummy fake accounts and reporting how Penny got these two players. They got dummy accounts down there in Memphis. Hey, Jimmy, they lion-ass scouts and all of them. They can't shake a stick to these guys down here. They done created Chris Walker in the building. I see him. Chris, they create, oh, look at him today. Chris, they creating, Chris, hold up, Chris.
I got my light.
Okay, Chris, they creating dummy accounts. Y'all not gonna mess with Jimmy. Leave that man alone.
Hey, Hey, tell me to leave me alone today, man.
But Chris, I just bring you up. I was just talking about the addition of the young man, Amani Bates, and Jalen Durham to the team. Chris, they done created. Chris, I just talked to some higher ups in Memphis basketball in the office. They said, Robert Hatter, could you believe this? The text. I got to let you too, cause Chris gonna say, well, I can't wait to hear Chris come in. It don't matter to him, cause he probably one of them people. Hold up, Chris. He said, Robert, it's a shame how people are hating so bad that they are getting fake accounts and reporting lies about how Penny got Imani and Jada. He said fake accounts all over. I said join the club. They do it in Memphis. I mean, doing it in Houston all the time. So join the club. So it's just it's a unique situation. It ain't phasing him because guess what? What you say, Chris? When you get him, you got to coach him, and that's what Penny and Larry Brown and Rasheed Wallace. Man, the man got Rasheed Wallace. Hey, Jimmy, maybe y'all can. I ain't even talked to Penny. I promise you, I haven't talked to him. I talked to him about Larry Brown. I haven't talked to him about Rasheed. I just asked him about a month ago. I said, are the Rasheed rumors true? He said, yes. Wow. See, now he's able to hire whom he want to. A few years ago, Chris, and you might can help us with this, how sometimes you have restrictions on who you can hire. They tell some of the coaches who you can hire. So I just wanted to let y'all know, man, I'm just happy for the program, happy for the city, especially after James Wiseman fiasco. These guys are enrolled already in school. They got what they get, Jimmy. They got they send me the email address so I can send them. Not send them.
Why don't you put some money into Memphis, man? Send them some money now since they got a couple players. Exactly. Why don't you send a couple dollars, man? Stop being that.
Guess what? I just sent my money to Haiti. Okay? That's what I just did. Just sent some to Haiti. Yes. A country that got the president got killed one day, a couple of weeks after they had a 7.2 earthquake, a country inhabited by black people. And Chris, and guess what? They just had a category, I don't know, hurricane. So guess what? That's why I sent Memphis got enough damn money. I sent my money to Haiti. They need it a little bit better. And I hope some of y'all do the same thing. What else, Chris?
well, first of all, let's get it rocking on the chop. It's Baby Friday on the Chop Shop. We're going to ask everybody to share the show right now. I'm going to join you in the share. I just haven't shared it yet. Let's go. I'm sharing it to my public and I'm sharing it to my story. I just done that and I shared it to some of my groups midway through the show. We got Chris Walker, we got Robert Allen, and of course myself, Jim Hicks, with you guys today. And if you're on the YouTube feed, give us a thumbs up, and you can share from YouTube as well. Let's get the sharing going. It's Baby Friday. In this thing with a bang, we're gonna cover all bases today on the Chop Shop. And right now, of course, we are, in entertaining the elephant in the room in college basketball, and that is Penny Hardaway and his Memphis Tigers have successfully landed two players in the top 2 5-star players.
Why is that the elephant in the room?
For the first time in the history of the school. That's why.
No, you said the elephant in whose room? Our room? That's
college basketball's room.
Okay.
That's the elephant in the room.
Okay. All right.
The school has never signed two in the same class, 2 top 5 players. So this is big. And it's also big for the city of Houston because that strengthens University of Houston, who made it to Final Four, don't forget, in the AAC conference. That strengthens the depth and the attention that now goes toward that conference. Remember, it was only 4 years ago when people were reluctant, 3 years ago, when people were reluctant and wrestling with whether or not this conference deserves 2 bids or 3 bids. in the NCAA tournament. Whether or not we should include or revise the term Power 5 to Power 7. It was just 3 years ago. Now, guess what? You don't get much pushback from that anymore now, do you? Memphis won the NIT. Houston went to the Final Four. So that means Houston won their region. That conference now is very sexy. SMU, remember, even a year or so after SMU left, SMU is sexy again. It's been sexy since Larry Brown been there. Remember, they were top 10 in the country just a couple of years ago. So now, when I say this move from Memphis, it benefits indirectly, it benefits University of Houston. It benefits SMU. It benefits the East Carolinas, because now it ain't just when U of H comes to town. It's when Memphis comes.
No,
to
when
town.
when Amani Bates come to town.
Well, Jalen Duren come to town.
But Jimmy,
I mean,
Jalen Duren ain't been on the cover of Sports Illustrated magazine.
Yes, yeah, I understand.
Jimmy,
Something.
Jalen Duren hadn't been on the front. Listen to me before you haven't been on the front of Sports Illustrated.
But Howard, that was 2 years ago. And the fears has simmered down from Imani Bates, and people know. Remember, we talked about this about 3 weeks ago. Even Glenn Smith confessed to that. The ticket from what they were commanding for Imani Bates to come to your city a year ago was they would not have attained that same number this coming season had he stayed in high school, because he went around the country. It's kind of like the little Mikey Williams kid. The number that they were requesting, that number goes down when you come and you don't perform. It's like an artist coming in concert.
He always performed. His team just didn't win. He had 30 every time, Jimmy.
You talking about
Money
money?
Bates.
You talking about Mike?
I'm talking about Money Bates.
Money did not leave you with a crisp taste in your mouth on most of the trips down. He this year. He came to Houston. It was remember Alan. He did well against what it was Legacy they played, or Tascasita, one of them they played, but it wasn't that knockout that like you left there like, oh man.
That ain't what that ain't what you were saying when you was pubbing it. When you was pubbing it, you was talking about that ain't what you were saying. So afterwards,
pubbing it comes from before. Hell, that's promoting.
So you saying after that, when he came to Houston, he left a lot to be desired?
Adam,
I'm asking a question.
The proof dwells in the audience. That's the judge and jury when you're having an event.
All I hear is you. I ain't heard nobody else say this.
Okay, did the audience buy Imani Bates coming to Houston this past year? Did the audience, the community, buy Mikey Williams coming to Houston this past summer? The audience, that's the end all be all, because that's the whole purpose of a promoter doing an event in the first place. It's to sell tickets, to get asses in the seats. Now, did they buy Imani Bates coming to Dallas the year before? Yeah. He put 12,000 people in the American Airlines Arena. That proved they bought that. They bought that. They subscribed.
It was a pandemic too, Jimmy. A lot of people didn't want to go and be around that shit. I didn't go into that crap because I wasn't going to go and be around them. I mean, it's a lot. That ain't had nothing to do with Imani Bates. Why you trying to lower the...
Dude, if you're coming... Hell, you said don't have nothing to do with Imani Bates. That has something to do with the sale. You're marketing the name, image, likeness of a player. People get an opportunity to see him. And so either you're going to buy your tickets in advance, you're coming to see him or not.
A lot of people didn't even think that stuff was real because they was calling me. A lot of them people wanted their money back.
Hell, 2 people asked for their money back. That was 2 people on the Chop Shop. 2 guys. And what I understand,
they were talking about it all over the time. Not just you. You ain't the only one people call. Who you think you are?
Once again, for you to ask for your money back, that means the event had to have taken place. I'm talking about the before, when they jumped the ball in the air when the score is 0-0. I'm talking about the sale,
So
not
so
whether
you're
or not
saying, hold
at
up,
the
hold
end
up,
of the
hold up,
event,
hold up,
what
hold
how
up,
you
hold
felt
up,
after you
hold
ate
up,
the meal,
hold up, hold up,
whether
hold
you
up,
like the
hold
food or
up, hold up,
not.
hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up. I just got something for you. Y'all walk me through this. I'm gonna be soft with this one because y'all telling me I be too hard. Just had a somebody just said it was a landmark situation. Got these two guys. I mentioned one of the guys was on Sports Illustrated, but you shut that down. That was 2 years ago. Hold on. Now the fizzle it went. Is it because he went to Memphis?
What are you talking about?
I'm just asking you a question. Is it because he
No.
went to Memphis that he fizzled?
No.
Because I ain't never heard you say
We're
he done
talking about
fizzled before
something that
that.
happened
I just
last
asked the
summer.
question. I just asked the
We're talking
question.
about something that happened last December. We're not
Okay,
talking
but
about
I'm
what
talking about he
happened
went to
in
Memphis
August.
today. He went to Memphis yesterday. So I'm
So
saying, is that the reason you bringing this up? Is this why? Because you brought this up for a reason. His fizzle ain't there. Why?
I give you proof. I give you proof in the pudding.
No, I don't need no proof. I just asked
When
why.
Imani Bates was it when Imani Bates 2 years ago, it was the crowds was more than what it was this year at the end of his season. Remember, they had to shut their stuff down. Heather, remember, they know that. Let me tell you what they knew. The father, they knew that
Jimmy,
it was
I'm
going.
not talking about
You
that.
preserve it. Remember, Imani
You wasting your
Bates wasn't
breath.
playing for the same thing that most people was playing for. He
Jimmy,
was
that ain't what
considered
I'm
playing
talking
for his
about.
brand and for his money.
I'm saying why you bringing it up now? Because he signed with Memphis. That's what the news is. He signed with Memphis. Why you bringing that up?
That ain't why we bringing it up
I'm
right
asking
now.
you. You brought it up. I'm asking
I'm
you why.
telling you, Hannah, I was talking. You inserted your damn self into my conversation, and then it turned into I said it benefits
When
University
is
of
becoming
Houston
your conversation?
because then that's how that you turned it in right there. I'm talking. I said benefits U of H. It benefits SMU because when those guys come on the road, then you inserted yourself and say, "Well, the money coming to town." And I say because
I
Jalen
did not
Duren coming
say.
to town.
I said this kid was on the front of Sports
That's
Illustrated.
after.
Hold on.
That's not the
Let
first
me
thing
tell
you
you what I
said.
said because your ass don't. In
You
your
said that
conversation,
later on after you was already in the conversation. I'm talking about your
you
first thing you said to inject yourself into this conversation was Imani Bates coming to town. And I responded, I say Jalen Green, Jalen
Excuse
Duren
me.
coming to
I
town.
said I talked about that conversation already before your ass even got on the show.
I'm not talking about
So
before
guess what?
I started
So it
talking.
ain't your
I'm talking
conversation. It ain't your
about the moment.
conversation.
I'm talking about the moment that I started talking, not before until the moment that you injected
Who
yourself
are
into
you?
my conversation.
Who in the hell
Y'all
are
crazy.
you? Barack, who are you?
I'm a bad
I
motherfucker. I'm
can't.
Jimmy Hicks.
I can't.
Google me. Google me and
I
then Google
can't.
you.
Hold up.
Hold
I
on,
can't.
stop right now.
I
Stop right now.
can't.
Stop.
Hold up.
Amateur
Hold on.
basketball, Google me and Google you.
Hold up. Hold up. Excuse me.
He's talking about who am I? Who am I?
You ain't never went to Memphis? I'm talking
crazy,
about
man.
Memphis basketball right now.
We talking about
We were talking about Memphis basketball.
we talking about amateur
Memphis basketball.
That includes amateur basketball encompasses all of that. We're talking about amateur, we're talking about college basketball specifically. And then amateur basketball encompasses college basketball on downward. So once again, I was explaining to people how in the hell it benefits the schools in that conference. That's what I'm doing. Explaining to the economics of the conference. That means the viewership, the attendance at every stadium on the road is going to go up. East Carolina right now, it jolts upward. Now, because if you're recruiting to East Carolina, those players you get to tell them you get a chance to play against the Final Four team, the team that went to the Final Four, or you get to play twice against the team that won the NIT. And if you want to play, you're trying to get to the E-League or you're trying to go pro, you get a chance to play against 2 possible lottery picks the following year. That's part of the sale. So that means as you're recruiting, you get to sell that to kids. And I'm quite sure as I talked to Chris Walker, you was a college coach while you was at Cal. You know, a lot of attention was at UCLA. A lot of attention was going toward USC. A lot of attention was going toward Oregon. Wouldn't that be some of your pitch to some of the recruits that you would say coming to the Pac-12 at that time to say, hey man, you get a chance to play against all these dudes. Arizona, you're playing all these dudes. Did that factor at all in your recruiting?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it definitely did. I mean, that because you get to play against teams that have traditionally been really good, and they have pros. Of course, that's part of it. And I see where you guys are going, and Jimmy has a point. People are going to look at the fact that, hey, wow, we get to play on the road at Memphis. Memphis comes here. We got 2 games where we might have sellouts. Yeah, that's going to be a part of it. The other part is Imani Bates was on the cover of Sports Illustrated, whether it was 2 years ago or not. He still is a name out there that people are talking about. And Jalen Duren is good, really good too, but he's not up to the stature of Imani Bates, and we have to admit that. Right, you have to admit that, Jimmy. If you like you said before, if somebody did an article
Google that,
and he was in Forbes magazine, they
He's
wouldn't
not
care
to the
if it was 2
stature of
years
him
ago.
in
They'd be like, Jimmy was in
marketability
Forbes.
right now.
What's that?
In marketability, marketable is in
I don't know.
marketability.
So you're telling me if you and I let's say I became Johnny So Come Lately and I'm popular, and you were in Forbes magazine, and we were going to the same place, who are people going to talk about, me or you? They're going to talk about you because you was in Forbes. You know what I'm saying? They're going to talk about
Absolutely.
you.
Absolutely.
Jalen Duren might be
More
hot
people,
right
if more people in today's society, if you have more followers, normally that means more people know about you in today's society. But the people that had already saw both of them guys play this past year, and Jalen Duren was on a race, he had passed him up on the back curve. And as far as their right now evaluations, he was considered. Now, mind you, understand that means a lot. Now,
but Jimmy, think about this though, Jimmy. If you're again, I don't want to get in the middle of it, but if you're a marketing program, if you're the marketing department at Memphis, the first thing when Money Base, they're gonna put that Sports Illustrated cover. The first thing they're gonna put up. I mean, he's gonna cover Sports Illustrated. The first one, like I'm just saying, like it's Jalen Duren might be Johnny Come Lately, but it's nothing compared to Money Bates. I mean, you got to admit that, right? Right or wrong?
Well, tell me this. You over there putting all them goddamn buzzers and shit. Did you buzzer when he just said, Jimmy, you was right when he first started talking about the tennis? Buzzer that. Since you want buzzer, that means now buzzer that, because that means you're not hearing. You didn't hear that a while ago.
Hold up. He was just placating to you, Jimmy. It's okay. He was just placating to you. I know what he was doing. I know what he was doing because he know you over there boiling fucking hot. So all I was saying is,
I didn't go to school to make A's.
Jimmy, it was your time, Jimmy.
I went at
Then
Mr.
it's Chris'
Page.
time, and it's my time.
So if I get one right and get one wrong, I'm good.
Okay.
You went to make straight A's. I didn't.
We ain't talking about wrong or right.
I am. And obviously you are, because your actions just showed it. But your actions.
Money Bates, that's my ticket. You chose to say the other boy's your ticket. No, I think Imani Bates is the ticket. So you said I injected? Yes, I injected Imani Bates. If I was going to a college basketball game, I'm not going to sit up here and say, Jalen Duren come to town. If I'm in Wichita, I'm not going to say Jalen Duren coming to town. If I'm in Wichita, I'm saying Imani Bates, the guy who was on Sports Illustrated, coming to town. That's all I said. So they can Google you all you want to. If you don't understand that, they need to stop. That's the point I'm trying. If you can't understand what I just said, that's all I say.
Man, y'all sound like Dion I saw this morning, man. Y'all sound like
Dion was great this morning. I'm glad you called and told me. He was good. He was great this morning. He was great.
And you can't understand how it's going to boost the attendance of the schools.
I didn't say that. I never refuted what you were saying. Not one time. Not one time. I didn't refute what you said.
It's absolutely going to boost the attendance in the league.
I didn't say it wasn't going to boost the attendance.
Everybody.
I texted you this morning, last night. I said Memphis should be where?
In
the Big 12. I said
you said they should be in the Big 12.
Yeah. Penny has the ability to do that and get those type of players, and the Big 12 needs to expand. They need to be thinking about going after Memphis. They need to be thinking about going after SMU, right? And they need to be thinking about going after Houston if they want to expand the Big 12.
Football, Chris. The attendance of football.
What do you mean Houston football, SMU football, and Memphis
football? You don't have the stadium. You don't have the capability. Remember, in that conference, well, now they're going to we talking about the Big 12.
How big is Baylor Stadium? How big was Baylor Stadium all those years?
Baylor Stadium. They remember Baylor remodeled their stadium about what, a few years ago?
For a long time they did.
Baylor's like 97,000.
Okay, so you
Chris, that's
saying, so guess
revenue.
what? Jimmy? So guess what?
60,000, hey,
You think-
70-something thousand in Memphis, Chris, in case you didn't know. But keep going.
yeah, exactly. The I forget the name of that Ragged Stadium, but it's big as hell. Which one is it called?
FedEx
That ain't
Stadium.
that,
I think it's
that ain't
FedEx now.
nice.
So
That ain't.
FedEx, they can play at
Understand
FedEx.
something.
What? Houston go play
That
with the
ain't
Texans
that
play,
ain't 90,000.
and the SMU can go play where the Cowboys play. What you talking about? They can do that. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Chris,
They
Chris,
can go to the Big
Chris,
12. The Big 12 got to do something, Jimmy. What's the Big
Chris.
12 gonna do?
The,
Because
the
right
Big
now
12.
they the
Well,
Big
we'll
Six.
know when they had a vote. The
They're
Pac-12
the
is
Big Eight
voting.
right now. Right now they back to the Big 8.
What I'm saying though, but
They
the
never had
Pac-12
two
is up to
teams.
it ain't up to the Big 12. It's up to the
What?
Pac-12. It ain't up to the
Pac-12.
Big 12. It's up to the Pac-12. The
It can
Pac-12,
expand.
yeah, they're taking their vote in the next couple of days, and they're going to
Jimmy, let
vote
me ask
whether
you a
to
question.
expand or not. And if they expand, if they invite Baylor, they invite Texas Tech. Guess what happened? They're gone. They're
That's probably
gone.
true. But what I'm saying is, if what's wrong with inviting SMU? What's wrong with Houston? Houston just went to the Final Four. What are you talking about? Houston in football is just as good as Kansas State. What do you mean? If Memphis have been going to bowl games for the last 5 years, they got dudes all over. How you think the Florida State coach got to Florida State from Memphis? Come on, dog. Those 3 schools could be in the Big 12 very easily, bro. Very easily.
What's that? It based
Huh?
once again. Remember, this conversation came up with University of Houston was making a push, and Tillman Fertitta was behind it about maybe 15 years ago or so to join the Big 12. And I think it was shortly after University of Houston had played Texas in a football game at the old Robertson Stadium before they remodeled it and they call it the TDC, EJ, whatever it is now. Well, remember the bleacher, they had University of Houston had to add some some makeshift bleachers in order to boost the crowd up. Remember, the bleachers malfunctioned during that game. And at that time, Texas already was doing everything they could to keep U of H boxed out. And they've still done everything they could to keep U of H boxed out, because that means if they make them equal, then one of your recruiting hotbeds from all sports, whether it be baseball, track, football, whatever, is Houston. So that means
Jimmy,
you're opening them and making them equal. They don't
But
dare
Jimmy,
want
you know, think about it. You just lost Texas and Oklahoma, and A&M is in the SEC. Who's worrying about Houston recruiting now? They need them. The Big 12 need Houston now. So who's the barrier now? A&M gone, Texas gone. So who's the barrier? Oklahoma gone from Dallas. So who's the barrier? TCU, Kansas State. So you're telling me you'd rather have Kansas in the Big 12 than Houston? You rather have Kansas State in the Big 12 than SMU?
That's coming from Texas. But the Big 12.
Who gives a damn about Kansas and Kansas State? Only Kansas basketball.
What
You just had
understand,
U of H for the Final Four. You got Memphis with Penny, what he just did. I'm just saying, it's viable. You're telling me Iowa State is better than having Houston? It's better than having SMU?
No, remember now, it was Iowa State. Iowa State, both of them was in the same conference a year ago. Were they both was in the Big 10 or they both was in the Big 12?
Who?
Iowa and Iowa State. Were they in the
No, they
same
were never
conference?
together. Iowa State was always in the Big Eight.
They've never been together,
Big
or they
Eight,
just
Big
had the big.
12.
They had the big rivalry with each other. That's what it was. The big rivalry that they put out.
Interstate rivalry. Yes.
That's what it was. I remember them playing a whole lot once a year.
But my point is, if you talk about media, you in the media, would you rather have Iowa State or SMU? You in the media, would you rather have Houston?
If you're down in Texas, you would obviously rather SMU. But if you live up north, then up in the Midwest, you would rather Iowa State.
But Jimmy, that's not a media hub, is what I'm telling you. You only got Chicago up there. In the state of Texas, what I'm saying is the Southwest Conference. When the Southwest Conference was in existence, where were primarily all the schools at? In Texas. So now that they went to the Big 12, where are the major schools in the Big 12 at? Texas. It's still a Texas thing. That's all I'm saying. Like, I would just add those other 3 schools and make them play in those bigger venues. You don't think SMU would go to the Big 12 and play in AT&T, or Houston would come to the Big 12. They don't have to do anything about their basketball facilities, and then just come play. Because let me tell you something. I like Baylor, but it ain't like they filling up the Farrell Center. They don't sell out the Farrell Center. Am I right or wrong, Jim? They just won a national championship. They don't sell out every game. So it's not a basketball thing, it's a football thing. So you telling me if SMU play Texas Tech, the people ain't gonna go to that game? You telling me if University of Houston play who's left in the Big 12 now, other than Texas Tech? All the Texas teams gone, and TCU. Houston play TCU. I'm just saying, like, to me, it's very viable. That's all I'm saying. I get it. So you rather see Oregon State play Texas Tech other than Texas Tech play SMU? Which one would you rather? Were you telling me which one would people rather see?
It's
University of Washington play Iowa State, or Iowa State play Houston. I'm just saying. I get what they're trying to do, but no one's gonna care.
Chris, designer. When you got designer shirt, you want to get you some designer shoes. Period.
What do you mean?
So they designer name schools, designer schools.
Jimmy, SMU used to be in the same league as Texas. Houston used to be in the same league.
That's back in the Southwestern Conference. Chris, that's back in the
Jimmy, you remember the Pony Express? Do you remember the Pony Express?
That's in the 70s.
Dude, do you remember that was the 80s? Do you remember the Pony Express?
That was like 80, 70, 79, 70 something to 82. Craig James, Eric Dickerson.
Do you remember Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware? Jack Pardee? Do you remember that?
Well, Bill Yeoman was before Andre Ware.
My point is that if they were in the same area, it would be the same. Would get the players, and they compete on the same level as Texas Tech. Why does Texas Tech get to be in the Big 12 and not SMU? When they originally did it, when Aaron Richardson on it, why did they allow Texas Tech to be in the Big 12 and let SMU not be, or let Houston not be, when Houston had way more success than Texas Tech? Because of Houston recruiting. Texas and Texas A&M boxed them out. That's why. It wasn't because Houston wasn't good. It wasn't because SMU wasn't competitive. Come on, Jim. You remember John Koncak and them guys that SMU used to have in basketball? They was great. It's just the bottom line is it was a power move. Why would Baylor, who never won anything in those days, deserve to be in the Big 12 and not SMU and not Houston? Come on, man. They boxed them out.
Well, why Baylor? Baylor's in Texas also.
Because the governor was Aaron Richardson. Am I right, Jim?
That's right.
Was Governor Aaron Richardson? Was he a Baylor grad?
They had a lot of the electoral power, and at the time, then the owner of the Astros, Drayden McClain, also was a Baylor guy. He had a lot of influence from the other side of the table as well. But yeah, Aaron Richardson. And you think about all of those schools, A&M had George Bush. Texas was Texas. A&M was already grandfathered in along with UT. Those are free spaces in bingo.
So Chris, I got something for you, Chris. We're talking about you mentioned to me, you texted me last night, you said Memphis should go to them. But if Memphis goes, somebody got to go with them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Who is the team that would go with them? Houston?
Houston? Why not? See, we're having a football discussion. Everybody got to take their mind off basketball. This has nothing to do with basketball. That's why I don't understand why Kansas can be in the Big 12 and nobody don't say nothing. Okay. Kansas terrible in football. In football. So, and Iowa State just became decent. But, I mean, Kansas State, they was good for a while. They had their little niche. But at the end of the day, who would you rather have if it's about media markets? I'd rather have Dallas and Houston. What? You want to go to Kansas State? Come on, man. I'm not trying to kill Kansas State people, but Lawrence, Kansas, where the University of Kansas is? Come on, man.
No, Manhattan. No, you had to drive over a little bit. You had to drive over a little bit. You can't get
Manhattan, Kansas.
Yeah.
I like the Manhattan I'm in. I don't like that Manhattan. That little apple. I'm just saying, Jim, if they don't expand the Pac-12, right? I never understood why West Virginia was in the Pac-12. I never understood it. Why is West Virginia
in the Pac-12? You mean the Big 12?
The Big 12.
Yeah, you got to fly all the way over there to be in the Big 12? That's crazy. Because they used to be in the Big East. It's because of what? Football. So the football. So
Memphis and Houston are not football powers. So
that's
they
not true. Memphis could, if you put, first of all,
I said
Houston
powers.
Okay, is Kansas State a football power? Is Kansas?
You're right.
I
got you. Okay, I got you.
So my point is, Texas Tech won a national championship that we know of.
No.
They've had Patrick Mahomes and all that, but they ain't never won nothing. So
That's
what
a
I'm
good point.
saying is,
Great
when
point.
Houston was at its heyday, when who was the coach they had there before? The one that was at A&M, that liked to trick around all the time. The brother that was at Arizona, they just got rid of. What's his name?
God, Kevin Sumlin.
Kevin Sumlin. Houston was popping, right or wrong, when they had Kevin Sumlin.
Popping.
Dude came after them. Houston's popping.
Popping.
Now put Houston in the Big 12 where they can recruit the same player as Texas and the rest of them recruit.
I see what you're saying. I got you. I see what you're saying.
Memphis in the Big 12. Now what you gonna see? The
like
reason
that.
why kids are going to Memphis in basketball, cause of Penny, and they sell out. They're in the AAC. Penny kills all that. You're going to play for a penny, man. I'm not saying Memphis not a good school and Memphis not a great city.
You done already talked about my school. You called it ghetto, but keep going.
Exactly. But they going to play for penny. You put somebody else that they ain't going to Memphis.
Great point.
So Penny is hard to be dealt with. Dude,
So,
Jimmy, why you think they don't want Deion Sanders to be the head coach at Florida State? Man, y'all don't understand.
It's gonna be hard to be dealt with. That's a good point.
Put Deion Sanders at Florida State. You telling me Deion Sanders is sitting in front of the kid, Nick Saban sitting in front of the kid. A kid ain't gonna think about it? Y'all crazy, man. So you tell me they'll think about when they got all them other coaches there, but with prime time sitting in front of them, with the Florida State stuff behind him, they ain't gonna think about that. Then that means the penny argument don't make sense then.
That's a great point. Absolutely great point. I never looked at it like that. That's a great point.
Boxing them out. Jimmy, that's the same way they boxed out U of H.
Well, I just said that a while ago. That's in the same.
Jimmy, think about Kentucky.
And if Texas A&M had their way, you think about it. Think about the pushback when they moved from the Big 12 by Oklahoma and Texas, went over to the SEC. Texas A&M tried everything in their power to push back against that because they were saying that they made an agreement. This would be they would be the only school in the state. And guess what? SEC, we'll take it to a vote. And
exactly.
And guess what?
And we knew that was going to happen. But Jimmy, think about this. Think about the city.
Down with that.
Basketball, the city of Houston. Right? You know basketball. You're telling me that if the University of Houston was in the Big 12, that all them kids would still go to Kentucky from Houston and Duke? They would not. I'm telling you. They would not have left.
So it's the conference. You saying the conference?
Jimmy, I played at Villanova, okay? When I came out.
Right.
There was a Southwest Conference back then. Shelby Metcalf and Bob Wetlick at Texas. I'm sorry. I mean, Jeremiah's my boy at Texas Tech. I'm just telling you, if the Big 12 is in place that was comparable to the Big East, there ain't no damn way in hell I would have taken my butt to Philadelphia so I could play on Big Monday on ESPN. I'd have went to Texas. Why would I do that? It wasn't the same back then. That's why them kids ain't going to the Big East no more.
Because it ain't the same?
No, they ain't going. No, because the Big 12 is comparable. They don't need to go.
That's a good point.
Freaking miles across. Like that kid from Seton Hall. I don't even know that. I forget the kid's name that played for that team that went up there and don't get a minute.
Jahari.
Why wouldn't you just stay here and go local and go to school in your own area? Like, do you understand when you leave and you go to areas like that, you got to be a dude? Because guess what? The way this set up, there's AAU coaches. Think about the city of Houston, right? Think about the city of Houston. If you, an AAU coach, summer coach, and you give players to Kelvin Sampson. Now, Kelvin Sampson is an absolute goon. He's a G. He should be on the Mount Rushmore, the way he revitalized and he revitalized career after how they tried to railroad him.
Absolutely.
And he old school gangster, so I don't even like counting him, right? Damian Dotson went to Oregon, right? Forget about what happened.
Right.
He came back, and what happened? He was a stud. Right. Quentin Grimes went to where? Kansas. And came back, and he was a stud. What if those dudes never left and went to Houston from day one, like Tremont Mark did? Now you got a whole dude. I'm telling you, dude. Haddle, will you tell them when Memphis basketball was at its zenith, when Villanova dusted them off in the Final Four, when they had them dudes, Andre Turner, where were all them dudes from? Memphis.
Yeah.
Memphis.
And Keith Lee was right across the water, West Memphis. Yeah.
Memphis.
Doom Haynes. Yeah.
Arkansas.
Bobby Parks. Yeah.
Them dudes from where? Arkansas.
Mayberry.
Todd Mayberry. I'm just telling you, if all those kids used to stay at home, They didn't want that, man. Jimmy, I'm telling you, man, it was done by design, man. It had nothing to do with Houston and all that stuff. Jimmy, we had 5 Slamma Jamma.
Sure did. Shit. Hey, that put Houston on the map with me.
But the football team was doing good too, Jimmy. You don't remember back then with Bill Yeoman. The football team was doing good the same time 5 Slamma Jamma was.
All I remember was Rob Williams. Rob Williams.
Man, they ran him out. I get it. They ran him out. You got them rich alumni at SMU buying, doing all. I don't even want to chop them up because Stephen Woods on there because they probably bought him too. But I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, that's what they did. So think about this, Jimmy. The Big Ten. Think about what I'm about to say. Last point I'm gonna make. The Big 10. The Big 12 called the Big 12. Okay. Why they only had 10 teams? Why only have 10 teams? Why wouldn't you? They let TCU back because TCU was in the Mountain West. They let TCU back. Why? I'm telling you, man, they did it by design. They don't want to recruit against SMU and Dallas. They don't want to recruit against Houston and Houston. And it's mighty Texas and mighty A&M, yet they boxed them out. I'm just telling you, bro. It was done. It was done systematically, man. Anyway.
That's a good one. I like that.
Chris,
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Listen to me. Chris, what do you think they are supposed to do? That's common sense. What do you think? So you think Texas and Texas A&M and Baylor will say, "Yeah, come on, U of H. We're raiding your cupboards."
It was politically done, is my point. It was politically done. That's all I'm telling you. It was you're allowing Iowa State and Kansas to be in the Big 12, and you're boxing out Houston and SMU and TCU. So you can get the media market in Kansas, so you can get the media market in Iowa. It was done by design because I know they was gonna beat the hell out of them other teams every year. That's why. And that's why I love what the SEC is doing. They're like, yo, we doubling down. We're going to bring in Oklahoma and Texas. It's just going to be a juggernaut. It could be Georgia, Texas one weekend. It could be LSU versus Oklahoma. And then next week we can have Oklahoma versus whoever. Think about it. That's what they're saying. So, I mean, like, the Big East had it. When I was coaching the Big East, it was unbelievable. We had Louisville. You had Syracuse. You had Pittsburgh. All them teams left the Big East. All of them went to the ACC, a lot of them. You had Notre Dame in the league. It was a beast. Every weekend, West Virginia was in the league. You can say, okay, who y'all playing this week? We got to play at the Carry Dome. Who y'all got after that? We got to go play Georgetown. Who y'all got after that? Man, we got Seton Hall at home. Who you got after that? We got to go to the Garden play St. John's. Who you got there? We got to go to West Virginia. I mean, it was a beast back then. A beast of a league until they broke it up. You know why they broke it up? Football. Football rules the roost, guys. I'm just telling you. And all I'm saying is they can't go wrong. You're right, Todd. They is for Memphis, but Memphis and Arkansas, ain't they the same place out of to a degree?
No, they ain't the same place. They ain't the same number. I mean, but it's very, 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 very close. Coach Jimmy, Chris, West Memphis is in Arkansas.
I mean,
it's across the big. Yeah. Todd Day is from Memphis, and Corey Beck is from Memphis. But yeah. Arkansas went and took a lot of our the guys that couldn't go to Memphis, they went to Arkansas. That's good. Whoever thought about that?
Carlos Williamson. I'm just so
Carlos. He wasn't from. He was. I don't know where he wasn't from.
That means Arkansas would never want Memphis in those days. Would never have wanted Memphis to be equal as them.
Oh,
they would never.
No, sir.
No.
And that's how it. Just like no matter how good that, let's say, Louisiana Tech can get, LSU is never going to agree to let them come and be equal to them.
Well, that's not even close. Yeah, that's kind of a bad comparison, but it's got to be something because LSU is the biggest school by far in Louisiana. You gotta find another place that's comparable.
Yeah, but Louisiana Tech is number 2. I was just looking at the runners up. They're runners up in the state.
It's a distant number 2 though, right, Jimmy? It's a distant number 2.
Yeah. It's distant, but they still hell. I mean,
so it's LSU, and so ain't no other school in Louisiana.
Hell no.
They got a bunch of schools. They got bunches. They got Tulane. They got Nicholls State. They have Southeast Louisiana. They got Northeast Louisiana. I mean,
Louisiana Tech. Okay, they number 2. Okay,
then you got then you have the SWAC. Then you got the Louisiana Lafayette. You got the SWAC schools.
Yeah, you got Louisiana, University of
Grambling and
Louisiana.
Southern. They have over a dozen, probably a dozen D1s in the state. I would say rough, just guesstimating. But guess what? And you look at the same way as when you mentioned Kansas a while ago, Chris. Remember, once the TV deals came into play, which it always was, but then they expanded. Then they went. Remember the Big 12, University of Texas went outside the box and came up with the Longhorn Network or whatever, and that thing fizzled. It was a dud. But I understand. You look
the
back
Longhorn
on it
Network
now,
was a dud.
it
Much
didn't
money
do what
they
They make
make?
money off of it though.
It made money. I'm talking about it wasn't a dub, but they didn't do what it didn't. The plan was for everybody to have one, but by the time everybody could get one, shit. I mean, you had the internet had it expanded and streaming was everywhere. So it wasn't like it was exclusive. Longhorn had their own exclusive thing. Well, when you think about schools like Kansas and Kansas State, and you mentioned Iowa State, when Iowa State plays, the whole state shuts down. They either watch Iowa or Iowa State. Ain't but 2 schools in the state. It's like being in Alabama. You got Alabama, you got Auburn. One of those, either you on one side or the other. Think about, if you don't go to the game, you're watching the game. If you're not watching the game, you're listening to the game. And that's the revenues that they can get from a school like Kansas State, Iowa State. That's what they get from those. Now,
Man, somebody from Iowa State and Kansas sent you a
side.
text, man. Somebody sent you a text over there. What you talking about, man?
No, nobody said. What do you mean? That's
text.
Chris.
Some Kansas basketball coaches that sent you a text or something.
No, they ain't send me no text on that. That's common sense. What I'm telling you.
Come on,
I'm telling you
man.
something that's common sense. Well, okay, what the hell else you got to do in Kansas? Go watch the Kansas City Royals play?
Jimmy, they don't go to the football
Wait
games,
on the
Jimmy. Jimmy,
Huh?
you know how many Big 12 games that Kansas has won in the last 5 years?
It's not
in football?
that. You're watching the other team, Chris. That's the
So-
whole
so then
thing.
guess-
You're getting the
so-
joy on watching Oklahoma
Jimmy,
play against them.
Jimmy,
You're
they
watching
still
that
don't sell
game.
out. Jimmy, when they go, let me tell you something, Jimmy. When Kentucky travels in basketball to a team, guess what? They got the most fans there. Even when people go play at Kansas, they got the most fans there. So it ain't like the whole town is shut down to come play and see them sorry dudes play. That's not true. They don't win. Kansas State might be a little bit different because they got a little bit better history. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you, it was a recruiting thing to box out Houston and SMU. I'm just telling you, Texas in all their glory. And I know Alfio probably gonna be like, no. I'm telling you, they don't want to recruit against Houston. When Houston and Texas are equal, I'm taking Houston for a Houston kid. I'm not saying nothing wrong with Austin, but Jimmy, we talking about the 3rd largest city in America. Where would you rather be, H-Town or Austin? Come on, man.
I think, Chris, would you just explain right now? I'm talking about 5 years to right now. You're talking about something before 5 years to right now. I'm talking about 5 years to right now. I'm talking about when the Longhorn Network, that's where I was compounded from. I'm talking about the Longhorn Network.
Who watches Longhorn
right
Network
now.
other than
I'm
Longhorns?
talking about the TV and people watching and the revenues right now from those schools that's generated in
Jim,
those states.
Who watches the Longhorn Network? You tell me. Do you watch it? Anybody on the Chop Shop watch it?
Chris,
I watched the
understand.
old TJ Ford. I watched the old TJ Ford.
If the
Video.
teams had went through like 3 head coaches in like 5 years, 6, 7 years, they were stumbling. That was the wrong timing for it.
For what?
That team, University of Texas, when they Longhorn Network came out,
Man,
remember,
Curry and Roach, don't nobody watch that mess, man. It's a lot of Longhorns. Ain't nobody
people watch
Longhorns.
winners.
It's a
People,
bunch of reruns and
Okay.
a bunch of
okay, put it like this.
Hey, what league?
watched-
Hold up. What league?
Who
Texas
watched,
is?
who watched Memphis basketball 7 years ago?
What do you mean?
Who the hell watched Memphis basketball outside of Memphis? Now,
I agree.
now, you're winning.
So what's the point?
You're
so
winning.
Everybody should have their own network. So why don't other teams? There are people that win more than Texas that could have. Penn State could have their own network if they wanted. Michigan can have their own network. I mean, what is Texas winning? Do they win in basketball? No. Do they win in football? No. What do they win in baseball?
That was the concept. The network wasn't gonna sell. It didn't do it like what they wanted to do. It did good because good was better than nothing.
I'm looking at all these people on the Chop Shop right now saying, I watch Longhorn Network. For what? Tell me what you watch on there. Like, I watch it. Are you a Longhorn alum? What do you watch on there? Other programming, old school, old stuff that you can watch? What do you watch?
Yeah, I watch old TJ Ford videos. That's all. That's the only thing I watch.
Nobody watches that mess, man. I'm just telling you. So Texas had the ability to shimmy because it's brand. I get it. But there ain't nobody watching it, man. And they might have other stuff on there besides Texas stuff. I hope they do.
No, they ain't.
do.
No, they ain't.
So what you watching on that end? Everything that's Texas related?
Yeah, a squash. Hey, squash. They have everything on there.
They do a spelling bee.
Chris, hold on. What's the most revenue
Didn't Curry
generating
Roach's son play for Texas?
Yeah, he played for Texas.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he been brainwashed. So we can Curry.
Yeah.
You got to stop pushing Curry.
Yeah.
He been brainwashed.
Chris, what's the most revenue generating college in all of NCAA?
Football.
What's the most revenue generating college in all of NCAA?
I would say, I don't know. I don't know. Who is it? I'd have to Google it. I don't know.
Texas.
You saying Texas? Says who? Show me the facts.
Google it.
I'm not taking your word for it.
Hey,
sorry.
Jimmy wants you to Google everything. He wants you to
I'm
Google
not taking
him.
your word for that.
Tell him what it is. It's what, Hal?
Talking about the puff fun.
No. I'm saying I told him to Google it.
Texas?
Come on, you got to come on your cue.
Oh, it's
What's your cue?
Googleable.
There you go.
I don't know that. Is that true? Google,
you really didn't know
Google
that?
it right now. Hatter, Google it right now and put it on the screen. So I didn't.
You really didn't know that.
Why?
He just don't understand why. That's all.
You've been gone that long from Texas.
So what's the question, Jimmy? The highest grossing. What is it? What?
The highest grossing athletic department.
Okay.
For what? For what reason? They win in nothing. It's like, you know what, Jimmy? You know what it's like?
Okay. Hold on. Time out. What's the highest grossing? What's the highest grossing NFL team? What's the highest grossing NFL team?
I knew you were about to say that. The Dallas
How about them Cowboys?
Hold on. Let's say it again, Chris. Right on cue. I wish you had a button that can say what you just said. They don't win nothing.
But at least the Dallas Cowboys have won Super Bowls.
They got, and guess what?
Texas won a national championship with Vince Young.
In 32, that's what they.
Vince Young ain't that damn old, man.
In 32, man, please.
Hey,
one Final Four basketball.
Let me put it on the screen.
Please put it on the screen.
Yeah. Hold on, let me get it right.
So you saying that's why Chris Beard left
Texas
Tech and went to Texas?
You asked for it, and they got it for your ass now. Hold on,
Jimmy.
Let me screenshot this thing. Let me get it to you, Chris, right now. Look, can I get a drum roll? Shit, let me get a drum roll right here while I'm doing this shit. Hold on. Excuse me, this stuff. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on.
Texas had a BCS championship. Man.
I don't think you understand what you it's a reason
I don't think you understand what's going on, Chris Walker.
And listen, I'm gonna say again, that's probably why they got a network. I'm not debating that. All I said
was that ain't what you say. That ain't what you said, Chris.
How about this? Let's say this. Let's say you're right. Let's pivot to another question. What do they win? What do they win in? What sport do they? Hey, Kerwin, since you know so much about Texas, what sport do they win in, Kerwin?
Hold on. We like the Jamaicans. We down there like Jamaica. We about to sweep everything right now.
Let me see can I make it smaller, Chris. There you go. That's 63 more rows. Huh?
I might have known. Listen, I might have known that already. I just want to take a shot at what sport do they win in? Hey,
God. But Chris, I'm like you though, Chris. What the hell? What? They stealing my Hey, Jimmy, they might be cooking the books, Jimmy. Texas might be cooking the books.
Hey, Jimmy, what sport does Texas A&M win in?
What sport do they win in?
Nothing.
Hey, y'all, is that right? Is that 200 mil? That ain't 200,000. Is that 200 mil tickets?
Yes, that's 1 year. That's 1 year.
Dude, Texas is it's a sports rich state, man.
A&M
With
is
rich
right there.
alums that are.
And think about it.
What's
A&M
that?
ain't winning. Think about it. You ain't got to win if you got a loyal fan base. Frankie
I get
Beverly
you.
and Mays ain't put out an album, Chris, in 25 plus years. Guess what? They have a loyal fan base. They come in concert.
Man, they only play
Frankie
them. They
Beverly
only
can
play
lip
that
sync.
music.
We gonna
They
still
only
show
play
up
that
at the
music at
concert.
15-15, man. 50-15. They don't play that mess nowhere else.
Hey,
man.
Leslie made a good point. Hey, Jimmy, Leslie made a good point.
What did you say?
Texas got 30 million people in Texas.
Yeah, dude. It's a sports state, bro.
Okay.
It makes all the sense in the
Well,
world.
Chris,
makes
what
all
do
the
you
sense.
talk? Chris,
now you back.
let's pivot.
Now
Chris,
you
let's
backing
pivot,
up. You
Chris.
moonwalking.
Chris,
I'm not
you
backing
moonwalking
up.
now.
I might have already
You
done it, but I
moonwalking
want
now.
you to prove your point. That's what I want. I
Don't
want you to
mess
just
with
say
Texas
what
is the point.
That
Don't
we just
Hey,
mess
hey,
with
man, what y'all doing? Hey, listen to me. I'm glad I moved here. I'm just letting y'all know that. I'm glad I got the hell out of Memphis. But what the hell, y'all? Is that 200 mil? What's that 200,000? Somebody got to help me.
No,
200 million?
no.
Current
And you know what?
Current Roach like King Kong. He pumping his chest right now because we talking about Texas. Because Current. I'm glad we can talk about it right now because we don't talk about him any other time when it comes to women. Thank God we can talk about it right now because we don't. Thank God y'all number one is something. How about that?
Hey, Memphis, I love Memphis, but boy, all my exes live in Texas.
Thank good y'all number one is something. Because I
You
know
know what?
small
I'm gonna tell you
school
the
up there.
biggest
I know
surprise.
I know a small school up there in a little small town in Radnor Township called Villanova, where we done won 2 of the last 5 championships, national championships. Get out of here with that nonsense, man. Come on, man. Let's go.
You know,
Good move.
he's bringing up Villanova.
Wait, Hatter, what's wrong, man? Because Memphis would love to have that success too. Hey, by the way, our coach going into the Hall of Fame on the 11th. You want to come? Because you talk about the Pro Football Hall of Fame. You want to come to the Basketball Hall of Fame with me on September?
I can't stand him, y'all. That dude there.
I'm just saying.
Hey, Chris, just for you, Chris.
I know. I wait for Curry. I wait for Curry to respond. He ain't responded yet. I'm sitting here waiting for him to respond because he probably going Googling to see what Texas has won. Maybe they won a championship in squash or something. I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for him to respond. Curry, where you at, Curry? I don't see you. Oh my God. Anyway,
You like that, Chris?
I love Texas, man. Let me stop, man. UT
You
girls.
know, I'm looking at the list right now.
Hey, Jimmy, how about this? People don't know this. The women's coach, I'm going to send Hatter the picture. The women's coach at the University of Texas, you can put it on the screen, Hatter, was my freshman coach at Milby High School, Vic Schaefer. How crazy is that?
Wow.
What the hell is going on? Everybody pump the brakes. Everybody stop it. I can't take it. What the hell is going on?
Listen,
Everybody pump the brakes. Everybody.
I can't believe that Curran had the gumption to even type what he just typed.
That man just said swimming and diving.
Curran,
Kevin Roach, man, cut it out, man.
Curran, you need to be ashamed. Don't
No. Kevin Roach is over there with Herb Baker right now.
Log off.
No, he over there with Herb.
Tell him to log
He
off.
over there with Herb. He over there with Herb. He in the mobile home over there. He over there with Herb right now.
Tell him to log off now.
Swimming?
Come on, man. Tell him to
Hold up,
log
Chris, let
off.
me see what you done sent me, Chris. I'm not putting that man. I'm not putting that picture up there.
What's up, Herb?
I'm not putting that picture up there.
Come on, man. Put that picture up
I'm
there.
not putting that picture up there, y'all. Y'all, hell no. Hell.
What are you talking about? We talking about the University of Texas. They just said they got a great girls program. I just sent you the picture of the coach in the Milby.
I'm not putting that up.
Listen, put it up there so Walter Yates can see it. Because Walter Yates gonna love it, man. Put it up there for Walter Yates to see it, man. Hey, what you think about that conversation with Deion, Hatter?
I loved it. I love it.
Man, listen, Jimmy, I'm beginning to think Hatter trying to get rid of both of us. He trying to be like Stephen A. Smith. Jimmy, what the hell is going on at ESPN, man? What the hell is going on at ESPN?
But they got rid of your homegirl, Jimmy.
What's going on?
Jimmy Butler got all to himself now. Jimmy Butler.
Can't hear you, Jimmy. What happened?
Jimmy Butler got all to himself right now.
That's messed up, wrong, man. That's wrong, not right.
You're wrong, man.
Hey, let me tell you something. But it was an article in the New York Post that came out I think yesterday, or day before yesterday, about the ESPN, Stephen A. Smith and the Max Kellerman, and the New York Post. I can't think of the author's name, but it's in the Post. You guys can look it up. He says his claim is that Stephen A. Smith is who asked for the move, the change, and he's saying it really wasn't personal, but it seemed that it
was stale.
He got tired of Max. I'm paraphrasing right now. He basically got tired of Max portraying or being like he's the smartest guy in the room instead of doing more debating.
No, I think I don't believe it was stale. Yeah, I promise you, I used to love it. And because I tape it every day and go back. I don't watch it no more. I don't like Max Kellerman.
Shannon and Skip is better. I like Shannon and Skip better.
Max Kellerman takes too goddamn long to get his answers out. So I really they're gonna forget Jimmy. I heard they was gonna reshuffle him to the early show with Keyshawn and Jay Will.
They've already renamed the show. So they added his name to the show.
What is it's called? Keyshawn, Jay, and what?
Keyshawn, Jay, and Max.
Because Zubin is real sick, Jimmy.
Really?
Real sick. They won't even tell you the sickness.
Yeah.
He real sick.
Now also they think also Max may get a midday slot around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
He got a show already, don't he?
No, he has
a boxing show once a week.
He got a radio show.
A satellite show. Mm-hmm. He don't have his own on a primary where he's the primary on the television screen. He has a once a week boxing show he does, and he has that satellite radio show, whatnot. But they're gonna, in other words, they're gonna try to see if they can pop a wheelie with Max by himself.
But Jimmy,
and
you know what I love about it? The rabbit got the gun now. Stephen A. Smith empowered. That's his show. He said it, my show. And I tell y'all, and I tell all of y'all need to go and see what he did on Jimmy Kimmel the other night.
Yeah, you're the second person that said that to me. You know that, right?
He was freaking flawless on Jimmy Kimmel. I could not believe it was him.
Guess what? I'm gonna try to pull that article up if any one of you guys can and paste it in the Boom Boom Room. This article from the New York Post, not the New York Times, but the New York Post. It was either yesterday or day before yesterday, so it's not hard to find. He says this is the claim. Stephen A. Smith, he's seeking to his number one. He's seeking to return to late night. Remember, he had Quite Frankly back in the day, and it was going okay because Kobe Bryant was his very first guest,
and they ran him off. He did something and made him mad.
He got beside himself. He got beside himself a little bit. And they cracked the whip and reminded him that you still Negro, and so then now, but understand they say that he, Chris Negro. That's people said that. That wasn't
how you spelled it. Yeah, we can say that.
Yeah, they said it in the South. That's how they pronounce it in a lot of states, a lot of cities.
Back in the day. Keep going.
Okay.
Now here's what they said. They said he's aiming to get back into late night talk show. That's what he wants to do. And you think about the dots in the article. It made sense. He said that Jimmy Kimmel is on what network?
ABC.
Who owns ABC?
Us. I mean, I said us. ESPN. Yeah. Disney.
No, Disney. And Disney owns what?
ESPN.
So connect the dots. That was an easy move. That means they're helping him.
I know what happened.
That means they're helping him.
Hold up. He's on General. He got a recurring role on General Hospital. That's on ABC. And hold up, Jimmy. I'm gonna tell you what else they did when I knew he was. And y'all probably, if y'all go back and watch the Grammys. Wait a minute, not the Grammys, the Academy Awards or what the Grammys, some big show, the Academy Awards. He was flawless on there. He did after the Academy Awards. He talked to the actors after. Stephen A. Smith, man, I didn't know he was that good. I know they talk about him and call him a sellout. That dude, I see why they gave that man $12 million a year.
Man, that dude, I'm telling you, man, he's trying to diversify his portfolio, man. Yes. All them, let me tell you something. I know y'all going to chop me up because Hatter going to be like, man, screw LeBron. LeBron is teaching these dudes how to diversify their portfolios, man. Get your hand in everything. Get your hand in everything. That's what you got to do if you want to
Jim,
maximize your dollar.
Jim, people
Don't
been
get mad,
diversifying. I don't even want to be on the same screen with him. People been
Why?
diversifying portfolios for 1,000 years. And
What you
this
mean?
man talking about LeBron
They're not a
James.
billionaire. They're not a billionaire like LeBron, still playing.
But that's
I'll
the
wait.
only player to ever do it.
I'll wait.
Stephen A. Smith is not a player. Watch this, Chris.
That's not my
No,
point. My point
no,
is
hold on.
diversifying himself.
No,
He's
I got
not
something
just
for
doing
him.
First take.
Huh? I got something for
He's
him.
spread himself around. He's taking advantage of his brand. He's doing it all different ways. That's all I'm saying. You know, whether you own a team.
Can we ever
whether
get
you got
past a show and you not talk about LeBron James?
What are you talking about? I'm not, dude. You killing me right now. You chopped him up yesterday with Rich Paul. You tied him to Rich Paul like you know, he put that little thing on him, little ankle on his little ball on his ankle, throw him in the water. That's how you tied him to Rich Paul yesterday. I stepped back when I was sweating yesterday. I was sweating too hard to come at your neck. I left him alone.
Hey, hold up, Chris. Hey, this is what I'm gonna do to him. I'm getting his ass off the big screen. Now we can talk to Chris.
Yo, man, what you got against LeBron, man?
Hey.
You know what I was thinking about the other day?
Raise him up a little bit, Al.
Okay, where you want me to put it?
Now, hold on. Bring him down a little bit over
Okay.
to the right.
Right there.
To the right?
Right.
Had it.
Bring him to the right.
Right there?
Bring him to the other way. To your left then. Bring him to the left. No,
Okay.
look, no, you're going slow. No. Right there. Stop. No.
Okay.
Come on back.
Right.
Come on back. Go on back on over that way. No, man.
Right. Well,
Right there.
okay.
No, bring him down just a little bit. Watch
Okay.
this. Right there.
On our
Now,
shoulder.
That's your little penny. That's your little penny. Right there. That's Tyra Banks, man. Tyra
Chris.
Banks, man.
Hey, Chris, we got you in the bubble. Somebody said we got you in the bubble.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Oh, man.
Hey,
Hey,
y'all crazy.
Hey, man.
Hey, I got some. Hey, speaking of HBCUs, and I missed Deion Sanders this morning, and I missed Stephen A. I heard he was on Jimmy Kimmel. I missed him, so I'll probably go back and demand them both and check them out. Now, speaking of HBCUs, this weekend in Houston, I didn't even know this till like this morning. It's amazing how the marketing, because this is something, if you have nothing to do, the Battle of the Bands is
During
in
COVID?
Houston in the NRG Stadium on Sunday. The Battle of the Bands. I hate I'll
During
be at
COVID?
Ruck on Wood, but I would definitely, if I wasn't at Ruck on Wood, I would be there. How about the schools? Bethune-Cookman's Marching Wildcats, Jackson State's Sonic Boom of the South, Langston's Marching Pride, Norfolk State's Spartan Legion, North Carolina A&T's Blue and Gold Machine, Tennessee State Aristocrat of Bands, that's the name of that band, Southern's Human Jukebox, and TSU's Ocean of Soul was an in initially, but they're not on the press release that was sent out yesterday. So I'm going to
So
find
it's
out.
in Houston and
what happened.
TSU's not.
Yeah, you in Houston, you don't have to travel, and
Leave
why
your
would they
own
not
bed.
be in it anymore? Unless some COVID stuff going on with the band. And I'll find out before we get off the show today. But I want to acknowledge the Battle of the Bands. Let me tell you something. The reason I say this because the band performances at an HBCU football game is a primary reason that a lot of the people are in attendance. And so, therefore, if you've never been to an HBCU football game, this is an opportunity to get a long halftime show and kind of see just what all the chatter is about at these halftimes of HBCU. So, and guess what? NRG, that means it's not going to be a whole bunch of, it's simple going on, especially our white viewers. If you're able to, go check it out. Let us know what you think. And that's going on Sunday afternoon. I don't know the times, but I'm quite sure each band will probably have about, I would assume, 20 minutes to perform probably. So I mean they get three bands per hour. That means it'll be a 2.5, 3 hour set for that. And whoever wins that will claim the title of the best band in the land. So I wanted to get that out there as well. What else? What else we
I got
had,
something I want to share with y'all that happened the other day, and I'm glad Chris is on here. I'm gonna play this video because I left it alone, but I want to play this because this on the Stephen A. Smith excuse me, on the Jimmy Kimmel show the other night, Jimmy, one of his guests, I think I hear echo. If I keep hearing one, y'all let me know if you hear echo. One of his guests was Allison Felix, okay? The most decorated athlete in the history of Olympics. The most accomplished, the most decorated, a role model of many. And Stephen A. Smith asked her about Sha'Carri, right? And this what happens. This is what she said.
Look, I'll let you get on out of here. I'd be remiss in neglecting to bring up, Sha'Carri Richardson. You know that she's been through a lot.
Yeah.
And obviously being, pushed out of the Olympics because of marijuana use and what have you. In light of all of that's been transpiring, all that she has gone through, what message would you like to say about her personally and about what she endured being an Olympian?
Yeah, I know that.
Supposed to be an Olympian.
Yeah, I know that she's obviously been through so much. And so I hope that she's just supported. I hope people rally around her. Obviously, she has a great personality and she's brought a lot of attention to the sport. And I think she'll be in the sport for a very long time. And so I think just more than anything, for all athletes, there's so much that goes into it. We just, give her the support that she needs.
I got you. Well, you just...
Did
She look
y'all
a whole
know?
lot better on Jimmy Kimmel than she do when she running. That's for sure.
Hey, do y'all know Sha'Carri Richardson took to
social
media and said encouraging words on TV shows are just as real as well nothing at all. Are
What?
just as real as nothing at all. Encouraging words on TV shows are just as real as nothing at all.
Well, she had a picture of the hair of Allison.
Yeah.
On the set.
Yeah.
And then she had another picture with her with a different hairstyle. So that meaning the context of that nothing at all, meaning that it wasn't real. It's as real as her hair.
Yeah.
That's what people get out of that. So
that's messed up. Why would she do that?
She's villainizing herself, and that's what she's already done. She's turned into the villain, and if you're gonna be the villain, you gotta have some extra layers. You better be very good if you're gonna be the villain.
Jimmy, why are you
messing
with this?
The joke
Jimmy, I just played it for you. That woman didn't say nothing. Forget villain. That's damn fool. This ain't no villain. This lady ain't said nothing negative to her.
That's not what Jimmy said, right?
No, I ain't talking about Jimmy. I'm talking about Sha'Carri. What the hell is wrong with Sha'Carri? Forget playing the villain.
Exactly.
She got to be sick, Jimmy. This lady didn't say nothing negative about her.
No, she didn't. She didn't.
What is wrong with this little girl, man? And Jimmy, I had this thing yesterday.
What school does she go to? Is she what school is she at right now?
South Oak Cliff. Oak Cliff. She went to South Oak Cliff.
In Dallas.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all something.
Yeah, and you talking about she's talking about the most decorated. Think about this, Hatter. You mentioned it before, Hatter. The most decorated woman, black woman, in the history of the Olympics. Been going on a pretty long damn time, right, guys? History of the Olympics.
The most medals.
Who's on one of the biggest shows ever with Stephen A. getting his shot, supporting you after you didn't win and smoked weed. Forget about everybody's opinion of whether you should be able to do it or not. After you didn't win and smoke weed, and she's supporting you, and you chopping her up. Come on, man. Who is her publicist? I
don't think she would listen to what the hell they say anyway. We can blame dude. Something is terribly wrong here, man. I was just thinking about her the other day. I had this whole thing to support her in her success and her failures. But Jimmy, She can't go for that lady like that. That lady has empowered women who've been pregnant in that industry and shot down the big Nike about this woman has done so much, man. It's just, man, I don't know. These young, I hate to say these young
Youth, man.
athletes.
They always say youth is wasted on the young, because when you're young, you just do things that are not smart, man. Like there is no way that you say that when that woman, again, I can see if she said something controversial. I can see if she said, hey, you know what? Choices and chances, or Jimmy, as you say, choices and consequences. I can see if she said something like that, but she didn't say that. She said, let's support her. You know what I'm saying? And you go at her neck? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's crazy. And there could be some jealousy there, bro. Let's like again, there's another part to the story that we probably don't know about.
Yeah, it's one thing about it. She's backed herself into a corner. Sha'Carri has, where she has to win and win again, and even win again afterwards. She got to and that's a lot of pressure. And sometimes people that come and get it out the mud, they will often portray themselves as though they're the first and the last to do it. And I got news for Sha'Carri. Guess what? You're grown now. You're 21 years old. You're an adult. You ain't the first to get it out the mud, to come from the depths of the hood. You're not the first to grow up in a situation where you didn't have biological mom up under the roof with you, or ain't no biological dad on the roof with you. You're not the first, and you ain't gonna be the last. You ain't the first to go and be hood famous, to try to stand out and become a national known person, and then all of a sudden to see the balloon pop. Not the first, and ain't gonna be the last.
That's right.
So guess what? You right now, Sha'Carri ain't nothing more than a fad right now.
Yeah, because she ain't done nothing.
Nothing more than a fad. Because guess what? What does she understand? She's not the first to wear long hair, to wear extensions in her hair. Why she's not the first to wear long ass fingernails.
Flojo used
on
to
the track and field. So when you think of that, if somebody say that, like somebody tried to describe that girl that ran real fast that had the long nails, you're not thinking of Sha'Carri.
Dude, let me tell you something. The same way that girl did that, and again, this might cause some angst. I know like guys like Rick Wilmer will say something crazy. It's the same way I feel when black people attack Obama. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Slow down.
Yeah.
Back up a little bit, bro.
Great point.
Back up. Michael Eric Dyke, back up a little bit. Cornel West, back up a little bit, bro.
And a lot of them is just, you got to understand, a lot of those guys we talk about, they thought it was going to be their time. Y'all got to understand, it's a lot of jealousy going on in this stuff. And Chris, you might be right. But I would take it as a chance I would want her to be my mentor. If I was Sha'Carri, I would want Allison Felix, man, baby, let me sit at your feet. Let me sit at your feet. Let me learn how gracefully you did this stuff over decades. Over decades.
Man, it would be like Will Smith. I want to say Will Smith. One of these young actors coming in today, like a Derek Luke or something, dissing Denzel Washington. We'd be like, man, what's wrong with you, man? Sit down somewhere, man. You know what it's like, Chris? I don't know if y'all watch Real Husbands of Hollywood. I love that show, right? It's a little spoof.
You love that little old, I don't like that little old, I think that's a...
No, he funny, man. He funny. That show funny. But Chris Rock came on one time. He said, Chris Rock said, hey, man, you popular. I'm famous. You understand that? You popular. I'm famous. Sha'Carri.
Who said that?
Chris Rock told him, hey, man, you popular, Kevin, but I'm famous, bro. It's a difference between me and you. And like Sha'Carri, you might be popping, but Allison Felix is a goon. She famous. What is wrong with you? She one of the best ever. Respect your elders, man. What's wrong with you? You don't diss her. And she not even coming for you. And if she comes for you behind closed doors, so what?
So what?
She knows she's smart enough not to do it in plain sight. and you need to do the same thing. Learn that from her too. Not just how to be graceful as an Olympian, learn how to handle things like that as well.
Did Sha'Carri come on there, Jimmy? The other day I played the video. I love black women. I love successful black women. Who was that told me and said, I think, Jimmy, you said it, Jimmy. I apologize. You said, Hatter, that didn't seem like no damn apology. That don't seem like no apology to me. You said that. You said that.
Yeah.
And I gave her the benefit of the doubt.
Her posture and her delivery was almost like I'm doing it and I'm saying it fast as I can. I'm getting through it so that way now I can hush y'all up because y'all getting on me. She might have got that phone call from Nike. That's probably what happened. Hey, look here, Sha'Carri, baby. You know we love you to death. We know we down with you. But look here, you got to go back and clean that up. And she heard and got in front of that microphone again and tried her best to clean it up. But in that,
what she need to do is
Herb
Herbert win a race. That's what she need to do. Herbert win a race.
No, I mean, guess what? Guess what?
Somebody
said on the Chop Shop
what they say
the other day.
Uh-huh.
It was funny. But sometimes some things can be funny, but not funny. But funny, but serious. She ain't but one more blurb away from needing John Lucas. For real. For real.
You know, all I was thinking about, man, we all need mentors in life. That lady would have been a perfect mentor for her. That young lady need to get in the lab. They talking about get in the lab. She need to get in the lab of life. You know, she talking about getting back in the lab. She need to get off IG. And I know somebody who know her, and I'm gonna call them this week. Stop the clapbacks. You can't go after Allison Felix, man, baby. It's just so like you can't go after a Beehive. The Beehive will tear your damn head off. You say something about
you can't go after them. Certain people you can't go after, man. Can't do that.
That is Sha'Carri. If somebody listen to her, that is not the hill that you want to die on. Leave that woman alone. That woman is what you should be aspiring to be. If you in this game, you say you that girl. That woman is that woman. If you want to be that girl. Allison Felix, y'all, some people called me last night and said, Robert, she's the most kind and genuine and down to earth. She's the most decorated U.S. track Olympian and doesn't carry herself better than anyone else. The kind of humility others should take note of. Unbelief. She took on Nike. Think about it. She took on Nike at a risk of her own career to shed light on pregnant athletes and how they were being treated and shortchanged, and spoke against the mortality rate of black women and helped pay for mothers who, check this out, y'all, help pay for mothers who are athletes in Tokyo. That's how she used her platform. She helped pay for the mothers of the athletes in Tokyo to come to Tokyo. She got her own shoe out. She said, Nike, y'all, I got my own shoe. I'm running in my own shoe. Stephen A. Smith displayed a beautiful shoe on the show the other. Y'all got to get that Jimmy Kimmel, man. Think about that. I looked where somebody marked the Jamaicans runners on IG. And guess what? Sha'Carri liked it. She liked it. Like somebody marking Chris, and I'm liking it. Hey, man, somebody, man, yeah. What you said, Jimmy? You talking about she's something away from John Lucas? No, she needs John Lucas now. Before it's too late. Can't do that, man. Hey, my nephew said, nice shirt, Unc. Jimmy, Memphis is on fire, man. I can't wait to get here in Memphis. I can't wait.
Hey, Hatter, I got 2 words. Better win. Better win. Jimmy, tell him, Jimmy, I don't want to hear the truth. He don't
How you want to tell me? Y'all said that? Hold up. Excuse me. Hold up. You said that when he got James Wiseman.
Because that dude, that Scott Street bully over there, right across from the Turkey Leg Hut, that dude right there, man, better win.
Listen to me.
Better win. Coach
Bring
Sampson,
U of H ass
better
on,
win.
baby. Hey, bring
Better
them on.
win.
Bring their ass
That's gonna
on.
be the game
I ain't never said
at the
this.
Tillman Fertitta
Bring
Center.
their
Better
ass
win.
on.
Wait a minute. Did you just hear that, Chris?
Yes, bring your ass on, U of H. Yes, I did just say that. Say, hold up.
Better win.
Chris, hey, I would have never said it until Chris opened his regular ass mouth. Chris,
Hey,
talking about the Scott Street Bully.
Scott Street
Hold
Bullies,
up.
baby.
The Poplar Street Bully gonna be
Oh,
on your
my
ass.
God.
The Poplar and Highland Street Bully gonna be at your ass. We got Larry Brown.
The Bill Street bums gonna get beat up.
Hold up. We got Larry Brown. We got Sharif. She gonna be telling them dudes, the ball don't lie. The ball don't lie. The ball don't lie. Hey, I'm excited. Hey,
Yo.
Quit
Don't
hating,
forget,
man.
Houston went to the Final Four last year, man. Don't forget.
And
It sold out every game.
Baylor
You
won
come
the
to
national
Scott Street,
championship
you
last
gotta
year.
come to Third Ward,
Hey.
baby. You gotta come to
So
Third
now
Ward.
what? Hey, listen to me, man. I'm glad you said that. Now, Chris, what you gotta say, Jimmy? Bring they ass on.
Hey,
That's all I got
Jimmy,
to say.
what's your favorite line, Jimmy? I want to see that same energy, right, Jimmy? I want to see that same
I
energy.
ain't,
Same energy.
hey, okay, Shakari.
Same energy.
Hold up, Jim. I always had this same energy. I just didn't have no bullets to fight with. I got bullets to fight with now.
You had bullets before. You had some bullets. You had
No, you're lying.
You had
Lying to hell. We ain't had no goddamn bullets. We ain't had that. We ain't had that goon.
Hatter, let me say this, Hatter. Let me say this.
Nope. I don't like them bullets.
If the University of Memphis don't make the NCAA tournament this year, I'm just telling you right now, it's gonna be some problems. Because some dudes only
think
gonna be
about this, y'all. Hold up. Now y'all see why I came on in the beginning with that soliloquy.
Why? Because
So
you know
this
I'm
how
coming
black. I
No,
call y'all
I
some.
love opinions.
No. I want to hear
I'm
your love.
messing
No.
with you. No.
But
I'm
no.
messing with you. I'm a penny dude.
You shouldn't have brought it up. Shouldn't have ran your damn mouth.
I'm a
I
penny
told
dude.
you,
I love
out of
pennies
your
in the
mouth,
background.
hey, out of the mouth comes what you think in your heart. I don't give a fuck
That's
what you
not
say.
true.
I don't
That's
care
not true.
what you say.
I'm a comedian. That's not true.
No, you
I
ain't no
love Penny
comedian.
Hardaway.
You ain't no comedian. You remember what the dude say?
Look at Jimmy. He got that. See, Jimmy, he ain't wore a Memphis shirt in about 3 weeks. I've been watching the Chop Shop, and today he got the Memphis shirt on, and it's like Popeye with his spinach.
Hey, listen to me.
He
I
got-
can
he
really
like
wear
Popeye
them a
with
whole
his
month.
spinach today.
Listen, I can really wear them a whole month and don't never change. Hey, I can really, and don't never wear the same shirt. I can wear them a whole month, Chris, and never wear the shirt. But guess what? Yes. Bring them on. Yes, I did say that. Repeat it again. Yeah.
Hatter, you
bring
gonna be at the
y'all's
game
ass
when the last time I saw you at the game, Hatter, you wouldn't let me talk when your son was playing. I couldn't come sit next to you because
Well,
you would
damn
get
it,
mad
yeah,
at me
man,
when
yeah,
the last
yeah.
time I saw you at the U of H
That's all
game
right.
when
That's
I sat
all.
next
That's
to you.
Cornell. Hold up. That's Cornell. You finna bring some goons in here on your ass this time, baby.
Hatter, I'm just letting you know. Don't think that dude ain't got something cooked up for him.
Dude,
I'm just letting you know, Hatter.
every coach in America gonna have something. Hold up. Every coach in America feel the same way you feel. I understand that.
I've only said Kelvin Sampson. I ain't say nothing about the rest of them dudes. I'm just talking
You
about Kelvin
know,
Sampson.
but you are a black, ex-black coach bringing up.
That was
Oh,
a
listen.
person of color,
How
too.
do you say? Wait a minute. I ain't never heard your black ass come on this show and said Calipari got to win.
Dude, Calipari won championships. What are
Somebody
you talking about?
Somebody else got to win. With all of them go.
You know what I will say?
What?
I will, if you ask me about Kentucky, I say it don't look the same. It's trending downward.
You
right
ain't
now.
never said
I
that
will
about
be honest.
Kentucky. I ain't never heard you say that about
Hatter,
Kentucky.
what was my thing?
All
I can
I'm
be
telling you,
factual.
Chris,
I can be
Chris,
factual.
Chris,
Remember you told me?
Chris.
I can be factual without
Chris.
being fanatical.
Chris,
I can be factual
this coach,
without being
Chris,
fanatical.
this coaching staff that did something that you in your 20 years hadn't had a chance to do. Have a number
What
one
is it?
recruiting
Go to the
class.
NCAA tournament
So
together?
no, I'm telling you, have a number one recruiting class. Chris, I'm happy with what they've done. This is accomplishment to me. I'm happy. Listen to me, for real.
Why, so you're telling me how I can't make a comment? So I got
You make the same comment every time. You said it last week. Hold up, Chris. Jimmy came on here. Hold up. Here go Jimmy. The white coaches, my white coaches, they don't lack that.
You got the wrong
my
dude
white
there.
coaches, the white coach, Jimmy.
Let me ask you a question. Let's break the tie. I'm red, you white. Hey, Jimmy, do he have to win, yes or no?
You know how to win. He got to get to the dance.
Excuse me.
That's what I'm saying. He got to
Chris
get to the
Walker.
dance. I'm not talking about
You gotta get
winning.
to the
Chris
dance.
Walker. Chris Walker. Chris, they creating. Listen, y'all listen to me. They creating. Let me get lower. Cause when black men talk a little
Oh my
louder,
God. Why you
some of
taking
y'all
it
get
there?
hold
It
up.
ain't got nothing to do with
No.
that.
Some of y'all get offended. So Chris Walker, I'm talking to the mic right now. Chris Walker. How come this the second time? You said it last week. I said, you're going to really be mad when y'all find out this other news. You said the exact same thing on
No, I
this
didn't.
show. You lie. I got it on tape. Y'all, everybody know you said it. They was calling me, telling me you said it. Jimmy was
No.
talking about the white coaches, and you came, I said a black coach. I said, I don't mind about the white coaches talking. Rick Barnes and all the white coaches can talk all they want. My problem is when the black coaches say, not one time have you said, man, gosh, it's a hell of a feat. Man,
Who?
guess what? I'm not one time.
Have
Not
I
one
said
time.
what?
First thing hold up, here you go.
Had it. We're on a debate show. You doing all the loving and gushing for all of us. God dang, can we say something in opposition? We don't all of, at the end of the
Chris,
day.
I don't
love
want
Penny
you on the
Hardaway.
ice, Chris.
I
I'm
love
just
Penny Hardaway,
Chris.
but
Chris,
we got it. Listen, man.
Why
We
you
gotta
got
be
it?
factual.
Why you got it?
Can we be factual and not be fanatical? Remember we talked about that? Can we be factual and not be
What's the
fanatical?
fact?
Yes or
If
no?
he okay, wait a minute, he got to win. What's the consequences, Mr. Fact?
I don't
Oh,
know.
no. You just
What do you mean,
said.
what's the consequences?
What's the consequences?
How about I want to see him win? How about that?
No. You then brought that up twice, Chris. I'm not gonna let you get away. Then you come out. You can be factual and fanatical. That slick
I'm
shit.
just saying.
Hey, hold on. You was hold up,
Listen,
Chris.
let me tell you what. Let me break it down to you. Let me help you out since you want to go there. Black coaches have always been known to be able to do what, Jimmy? Recruit. They've always put that jacket on us. Oh man, black coaches, all they can do is recruit. They can't what? Coach. That's what they always put that jacket on us. So Penny's doing a great job.
Hold on. Do they put that job on the head coach? Or you assistant coaches?
What?
Is it the head coach? Is that for the head coach?
For both of them. They do the same thing with head and assistants. Oh, man, those guys do a great job recruiting. And all I'm saying is, at the highest level, I would love to see Penny do it, get it done in the NCAA tournament. That's all I'm saying.
I got a question. If he don't, what's going to happen?
What would you mean what's going to happen? Are they going to fire him? Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
At some point, something will happen. Not anytime soon. But he ain't going to be able to lose forever. What do you think this is? So you think he's above being let? Hold up, dude. Dude, they fired Nolan Richardson, dog. They fired Jim. They fire anybody, man. They run people off. What you mean? They can't get rid of people? Is that what you telling me?
I just asked you a question.
We're not even going there.
You can be factual without being fanatical.
But
I just asked you a question.
When I say to win,
Hey, you can be factual without being fanatical. Can I ask you a question? Oh,
I don't know it. Neither do you. You
okay. So why you bring it up?
I'm just saying. I'd like to see him win.
No, you did not say that. You said now he got to win.
How about this? How about this? And you know what? Other reason why I can say better win? I say better win because if not, them dudes gonna be on his head. And you can say, well, I don't care about that.
Excuse me. They already on his head, Chris. Chris, you weren't on the show, Chris. They have created dummy.
Dude, I'm in the business. I'm from the business. I hear it all.
And I know
you. 20 years.
That's why I'm talking to you
say.
because I know
what they say.
I know his biggest enemies are guys like you. That's the point I'm trying to make.
That's unfair. That's not true.
Excuse me. That's the way I feel. It's Chris.
That's the way you feel.
You can be
not true, though.
Chris.
That's not true.
Most times I hear this stuff about Penny come from black coaches.
We need Penny to win, bro. That's
no,
not
you don't.
True. Ain't no black coach saying that.
No, you don't.
We do.
No, you don't.
Why don't we?
No, you
why don't we need
Jimmy?
Penny
Come
to
on,
win?
Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. What you got to say?
Why don't
Jimmy?
we need Penny to win?
I mean,
we don't need him to win. We don't need him to win. You don't need him to win, Chris.
Man, no, he said black coaches. He's in the industry.
You don't need him a black coach no more.
Well, here's. Yeah, he is. He is. He can snap his finger and be. He's still.
Why would Jimmy? Why?
2 years
Why would you?
removed don't make
Okay.
his ass retired.
Why
Not
you
today.
need
If
him to
Larry
win?
Brown
I ain't
cripple
coming
ass
back.
and get
I ain't
back up
coming
in
back no
there.
more. I ain't coming back no more because I don't want to
Larry
hit
Brown
mouth.
said the same
I don't want
thing.
to have his mouth.
La-
I ain't coming back no more.
Larry Brown said the same thing. You get back on that bench if the right opportunity there, and you can see a beeline the way you're trying to go. Larry Brown not trying to go nowhere. He just on his swan song. So
Yeah, he
so
the swan song. I mean, I get Larry
different thing.
Brown, but Larry Brown.
Check this out. Let me read something.
Come on, Hattie, you killing me right now.
No, I know what I'm talking
killing
about.
me right now.
No.
From earlier today, check this out. And this is where I can probably tie in this angle from the better win part, because you can see this. This came out about
Just let him say it, Hatter. Stop it, Hatter. Just let him say it, Hatter.
about this morning. Put it like that. This is a tweet. It says, "Are we really naive enough to believe that most coaches aren't working with companies to help pitch recruits these name, image, likeness deals? I know it's not legal, but let's be real here." And then he comes back and he said, same person. "And in some states, this is legal. That's where the NCAA has completely screwed this thing up. Not apples for apple, not apples to apples for coaches." Let me give you guys the author of this tweet, Jeff Goodman. The timing of this tweet comes the day after, 24 hours approximately after the commitment from Imani Bates. And so for Jeff Goodman why that tweet didn't come out last week? Why did it come out today? And I
Because we
tell
got
people all the
enough
time,
people
and I
like
said
Chris
about
saying the
Jeff,
same things, Jimmy. But keep going.
Jimmy,
Yes, you
you
do.
killing me, man.
You said
killing me.
we got to get our money. I know your pocket's a lot lighter because of Jalen Durham. You might be kidding, but Chris,
Hatter, so I can't. So Cedric Entertainer can't make jokes about black people.
Chris,
Is that what you talking?
Chris, ain't you? Jimmy,
So
Jimmy,
Jeff
which
Fox
one?
said-
Hold on, Jimmy. Whoa. Which one you are, entertainer or college coach? Because Jimmy
I'm an
just defended you.
entertainer.
He's a
I'm
college
on the
coach.
Chop Shop.
He's a
I'm an
college coach.
entertainer.
Which one are you?
Entertainer. I'm on the Chop Shop. I'm an entertainer.
No,
Come on,
I ain't
Hatter.
talking. No.
You know I don't-
Come
you
on,
know
Jimmy.
I'm just
Come on,
messing
Jimmy.
around.
Jimmy, guess what I read, Jimmy? No, Chris, you done said it too many times. Chris, you
Oh,
do
my
it once, shame on me. Do it twice, shame on you. Chris, check this
Oh,
out.
my God.
Check this out. Dick Vitale. I'm glad you're going to tweets.
What?
I sit it. Go on, quick. Come on, Jimmy. Come on.
No, go
well,
on, say
the
it.
reason
No,
I
say it.
want to add some understanding so that a lot of the viewers probably didn't know the undercurrent of that tweet that I quoted from Jeff Goodman. And Jeff Goodman, who's he's an ex-reporter for ESPN, and I think now he works for one of the Athletic or somewhere. Well, I've been knowing Jeff Goodman for almost 2 decades. It's probably Chris have as well. And here's the thing: this Imani Bates and or Jalen Durham, it's been rumored or reported. I haven't saw the story that there's a name, image, likeness deal that's in place from FedEx, and FedEx is one of the biggest companies in the city. It's the biggest company in Memphis as far as industrials. So that's the thing where he was getting at about the name, image, likeness, and the coaches and these companies. And
Read his tweet again. Read his damn tweet again. Read the clown street again. Read it.
So I'll go back and read it again from Jeff Goodman. Let me see. Here we go. All right. Are we really naive enough to believe that most coaches aren't working with companies to help pitch recruiting name, image, likeness deals? I know it's not legal, but let's be real here. Then he follows up and say, and in some states, this is legal. That's where the NCAA has completely screwed this thing up. See, he said this thing up, not apples to apples for coaches. And that's when I said the timing of it, comes after about the FedEx deal. Now, I haven't read what the FedEx deal could be, but then guess what?
Don't worry about it. I'm not going to read it to you. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you why I'm I'm going at Chris Walker. Dick Vitale. I sit here in awe of what Penny Hardaway has done at Memphis. He adds Hall of Famer Larry Brown and ex-star Rasheed Wallace to his staff, gets Jalen Durham, Imani Bates to commit to the Tigers. Simply awesome, baby. Next step, must win. I know the white coach is saying that. I know they saying that. Next step, must win. Penny Hardaway, John Rothstein, what his name?
Rothstein.
Rothstein. Penny Hardaway has again put together these white people talking about this black coach. Penny has put together most talented rosters in college basketball. But Memphis has still not made the NCAA tournament during his tenure. Chris Walker, with the addition of Bates, and that's all I'm saying, Chris. You just doing the same thing they're doing. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
What do you mean I'm doing the
That's
same
all I'm
thing?
saying.
It's just obvious the fact that, okay, this is the next step.
That's all I'm saying. It's not what's the fact. You said fanatical fact. What's the
You
fact?
make it seem like I'm attacking Memphis or I'm attacking Penny. I'm not attacking them. All I'm saying is, bro, this is the next step. When you recruit players and you get talent,
Everybody know basketball, you have to win basketball
so why are
games.
you upset because I'm saying he got to win then?
Because it's every time, because it's coming from your black ass. That's why.
Why? So
Hey, I'm all right with Rothstein's. Hold on. Let me help you. I'm all right with Rothstein say it. Jeff Goodman say it. Dick Vitale say it. I expect that from them. But guess what? From you, I just got to come to expect that people like you gonna do it too. That's all.
He talk about guys.
That's all.
You don't like Stephen A. Smith because he talk about guys. Like, so what are you saying? Like, no one can say nothing negative, or no one can make a point about Memphis?
I didn't say you couldn't, Chris. It's the Chris. You do it once, it's okay. It's a mistake. But you done did this. You done did it over and over and over again. Black former coach.
First of all, I like
that wish he was in Penny's position, and you sitting up here and said he got to win. You had to win. Everybody got to win.
You're right. That's all I'm saying.
So
what? Gonna be judged on. So what can I say against Memphis? What can I say about Memphis?
I don't care. No. I'm not gonna let you. I want you to be factual and not fanatical.
I am being factual. He gotta win.
Yeah.
Being factual.
If you got
win.
Well, I can tell you one thing as we get ready to land the plane.
Yeah, let's get out of here. I'm tired of y'all.
I'll tell you one damn thing.
I'll
tell you one thing, Tyler, and I'm gonna hop right up.
It's not a personal subject, clown. Whoever said it's not a personal subject. This is a business subject.
I know one thing. He better win against U of H.
Oh, gonna beat the brakes off U of H.
Whoa, hold on, man.
Y'all keep on, yeah. Hey,
I know one thing. You better win. And guess what?
Now, hold up.
And
Now
I'm
you
gonna
can talk about this.
Come down.
I'm gonna give you one more. You better not let Kendrick Davis come in there. Remember what Kendrick Davis did to him last year when they went to Memphis? You better not let little KD come in there and do a number on him again in Memphis. U of H is one thing, but you better not let SMU come in there and do that.
SMU did they what did they do?
Nah, I'm not talking about
All I can tell y'all is, you slick ass people. I told y'all slick enough, but you ain't quick enough on this Facebook feed. I see it all. You're slick, you're slick enough, but you ain't quick enough. But guess what, Jimmy? Let me tell you something. All I can tell you is 2 coaches in America can say they won their last game. I don't give a what y'all call it. That's Bryce Drew.
Scott Drew.
Scott Drew and Penny Hardaway won their last game last year. That's all I'm talking about. With lesser players than he have now. So let me tell you something. I didn't say one time he gonna win no. Ain't nobody on that damn roster better than these 2 kids. You got to be out your rabbit.
But he's had some dudes.
Chris, it's in you. Chris, you a hater, and we know it. That's your name. You're a hater. Chris, you the only person.
So Penny played all 5 positions. They won the NIT, and Penny played and he coached. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I didn't say play.
So he had some talent, Tyler. What do you mean? He had something there. He won a championship.
I
You can't sit
said
up there and
the
say
guys
he
he
come
have
on,
this
man.
year's better, and you talking about.
No, I thought you were saying those guys he didn't have weren't any good. I'm like, bro, they won the NIT. They had to be decent. Right? Right, Jimmy? They had to be decent.
Why
So
you gotta
just
say
they
right,
won a
Jimmy?
championship.
Jimmy, hey, yeah, hey, let me tell you something, man. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I
Adam,
love it.
listen,
Just
I'm gonna be
like
right there
hold
report- I'm
up,
gonna be
a
right there
couple of weeks
reporting on it.
ago,
I'll be right there reporting
a
on it.
couple of weeks ago, Jimmy, I'll never forget it. Jimmy came over here bragging about the white coaches.
Oh, my God.
Chris came on here. Chris came on here talking about we got to win. He got to win, Robert. I don't care. I said, get what I said. Chris Walker, you're gonna be really mad in a couple of
I
weeks
knew what
with
you was
this news
talking
coming.
about, though. I knew what you was talking about.
Okay, so guess what I'm
I know
talking
what you're
about.
talking about.
So you're mad. I know it. It's all right.
Listen, I'm not mad, bro.
Man, I want to
Let me
hear
tell you
it.
something. You had it. So you talking to a guy that believes, that loves the fact that kids like that choose Penny. We talked about it this morning. Kids have a choice, right? You said before, the two choices we have is who you choose as your coach and who you choose as your agent. So you think for 2 seconds I'm mad that they chose Penny? Hell no. But
Chris.
I'm saying what we need is, again, because we deal with another situation in this business where they think we could just get Jalen Duran and we can get Imani Bates. Now I'm like, yo, man, Penny, go win with them dudes so we can shut them up.
Whoa. That ain't the way you said it. That ain't the way you said it.
What do you mean?
Jimmy, what you said about Sha'Carri Richardson? Wait a minute, what you said about Sha'Carri Richardson? Her what? What you said about her demeanor and the way she said it? What did you say?
Oh, man, you nitpicking.
Your posture, Chris. Your
I just said
posture
gotta win.
wasn't the
I
same.
just said gotta win.
Chris
take it
Richardson.
however you want.
Hey,
take it
Chris
however you
Richardson, how you doing?
Man, y'all something else, man. All
I'm
I
outta
know
here,
is
man.
when they come to third ward, and them Cougars put that whipping on them.
All
And
right.
Fabian and Tremont Mark and all them dudes,
Hey.
and Sassa. Oh my goodness. Come on, man.
Hold up, y'all. I got one more. Jimmy, get ready. Jimmy, get ready, Jimmy. Jimmy, get ready.
Hell is going on. Everybody pump the brakes. Everybody stop it. I can't take it. The hell is going on? Everybody.
Well, you something else.
We
Man.
forgot, of course, this weekend high school football starts up. So I want to remind you guys, this is the opening week 1 for high school football in the state of Texas, Greater Houston area. The game, there's 3 games of the weekend. Cy Fair is at Cy Ranch. That's tonight, 6:30 at the Cy Fair Stadium. Klein Collins is at Atascocita, 7 p.m. tonight at the Turner Stadium, which is at Atascocita, and also Friday, North Shore, the rematch, North Shore versus Shadow Creek. North Shore will visit Shadow Creek on Friday, 7 p.m. Remember, they played last year in the COVID. Remember, the 2 teams from California were supposed to play North Shore and
keep talking, Jim. Keep
they were
talking.
supposed to play North Shore and Shadow Creek, and the COVID prevented them from coming. So now those North Shore and Shadow Creek in the plan, which North Shore won 38-21. Rematches on Friday in that aspect. Also, want to remind you guys, if you're following the Little League Baseball, Texas, they are fun to watch. They won 10-0 yesterday. Those little cats and the little girl with them. The little girl's the back catcher.
I like her.
And yeah, I mean they're fun to watch. And they play again today. They make it's only 6 teams left. It's only 6 teams
Elimination game today. An elimination game for Michigan, right?
Just all elimination games. Well, these 2 today are elimination games. If you win today, they will make it to the semifinals. In other words, in the semifinals, 2 teams are already there waiting. It's Hawaii and South Dakota. South Dakota has the young cat who's thrown 2 straight no-hitters. 2 straight no-hitters in the Little League World Series. The kid from South Dakota. Well, they're on the opposite side of the bracket. So if Texas wins today, they play Michigan in a rematch. Remember, that was the game that got rained out earlier this week. and Texas was leading 5-0 and lost 6-5. So they should want a piece of this Michigan team again today. And so that's going to take place. And of course,
What's the little girl name? Because we keep calling her little girl.
What's little mama's name?
Hey, somebody said, hold on. Somebody said, Penny better not buy.
There's something wrong with you, Harry.
Somebody said, Penny better not buy them, give them kids a biscuit because they're going to try to turn them in. I said, Chris, go tell it. Chris, go tell it if that man
I ain't
buy
no
biscuit.
Willie.
That man not buy. Hey, name, image, and likeness, Jimmy. What?
Hold on, the little girl her name is Ella Bruning, and that's the back catcher.
Ella. What's up, Ella?
They're out of Abilene. This team is representing Texas from the Abilene area. They're from Wiley, right near Abilene. So this team, her name is Ella. Ella.
Hey,
Bruning.
Ella.
She's the starting back catcher for that team. There was one more thing that I had for you guys. Shout out to Rod Wells over there. Your dog just got lucky in 15 innings last night. I fell asleep watching that game. Tatis had him crunk for a minute. He hit a 3-run homer, but at the same time, once again, the Padres fired their pitching coach.
You said
the
that.
guy who they just replaced him with, he can't, understand. He's an interim phase, so he's not like he's full time. But they didn't get it done on the mound as well when it mattered most.
I'll put it like this: can we get Tatis on? Hey, if Tatis come to Houston, I'll cheer for him. Can we get Tatis?
No. It's time to re-up with Carrera right now. We got
Carrera. I'll run Carrera ass out of here if I can get Tatis.
First place. Have they the first place? What are you talking about, man?
If I can get Tatis, man, you got to be Chris. You ain't seen Tatis,
dude. You know how much Tatis making? Look him up.
Wait a minute, Houston can't afford it. Houston can't afford it.
No, we can't. The New York Yankees can. They gonna 11 straight wins. They can. We ain't worried about that.
Okay.
Guess what? We're getting the same results, better results. A return on investment right now. Astros a good return on investment.
Bregman hit a one the other day, Jimmy.
He went his first game was last night. He went 2 for 5 last night. He scored the winning run. You know, when you go to extra innings, in baseball, they have a new rule that just started this year. When you get the extra innings, you start with a runner on second base.
What?
Yeah.
Somebody told me that. I thought they were lying.
Yeah, you start with a runner on second base now to help speed the game up. That way they can get it on.
I thought they were lying to me, man.
So you have an option. The last guy up is the guy that's on second base.
Who starts on second base?
The guy that put out last.
You got to be kidding me!
Somebody told me that, man. Baseball ain't baseball no more. I don't even know why y'all talking about that
football. It's basically like football in college. They put them on the
exactly. It's kind
of these dudes pros, man.
No, but dude, they had games last year that was going 20-something innings. That right now all you need is a base hit and you win the game.
I'm with Herb Baker, but I'm not gonna curse. I'm with Herb Baker. He said that's some bull crap. But he
does the other team get the bat if they score like football? Do they get the chance or it's over with?
Yeah. This ain't like football. First one score. If you at the bottom, if you're at home, you still get the bat. You still get the bat.
Okay, so I got you. So the other team start out first.
I'm beginning to not like baseball. I'm beginning to not like baseball right now. I'm Chris Walken, baseball. I'm done.
I knew he was gonna say me. I knew he was gonna say my name. I already knew he was gonna say my
name. Sit up there. Hold up, Jimmy. I sit up there and try to protect him. They were tearing his head off yesterday. I'm around here protecting him.
I called Jimmy chopping me up. What you mean? Jimmy chopped me up too. It don't matter the bull.
He's just trying to give you a napkin, man. Hey, man. Hold up, man. Hey, these people on this Twitter, man, they got a video talking about how the Memphis Boosters pulling up to a money-based dorm room. They got like a line, a receiving line. Man, they wrong for that. Man, see, look at you. See, look. See that? Look at him, y'all. Look at him. I told you he couldn't help it. Chris, hold up. Those are, ladies
Listen,
and
man,
gentlemen,
listen,
those
I
are
don't want to chop nobody up. Listen,
no.
I'm a Penny Hardaway fan. That's what makes me
I know.
mad,
I do,
'cause
Chris.
love Penny.
Chris.
That's what pisses me off.
Chris. Chris. I know how you feel, but Chris,
I love Penny.
all I'm saying is, name and likeness. Y'all two ran y'all mouth for months. That NIL, man, when that NIL, y'all get Rokshoggi, whatever the guy named, the guy from LA on the show. Y'all talk about. So now, when the NIL, Amani said, overtime and all that, I can't do that. Y'all ain't got enough. Fred Smith said, hello, I don't know what happened, but guess what? It's okay, y'all. It's okay. Now guess what we got to do now, y'all?
Call you, Fred Smith.
We
I'm gonna
got
call
to
you
win.
Fox News Hatter in a minute. Keep it up.
Hey, we just got to win. Look at Mindy. No hope. Mindy, oh my God. That's why I can't stand the Astros. Mindy and Jimmy. Not you, Sonya. Just Mindy and Jimmy. But Jimmy, get us out of here, man. So I can. Astros, who they play? Do they play anybody other than the Royals? Because do they play anybody else?
Just say, do they play anybody else?
Yeah.
Of course. We off today though. We off today. We just spanked the Royals, so the Astros are off today.
Who the next game?
And,
give me the next game so I can put a voodoo dog, so I can hate on them like Chris Walker hate on Memphis.
Why you hate the Astros so much, man? That's a great
Because
game.
of Mindy and Jimmy.
I know the Yankees are playing Oakland, and I'm trying to think who's the Astros are playing. I know the Yankees are playing Oakland.
Who the Astros next game? Oh, the Rangers.
Rangers.
Go Rangers.
Help me out on that.
Rangers are terrible.
I want the Rangers. Is the Rangers good, Jimmy?
Last place.
They last place.
They tanking right now.
They Shikari. I mean, dead last.
Tanking right now.
Well, they gonna beat the Rock. They gonna beat y'all.
Hey, what's that coach that got rid of that the brother? They ain't been good since he left there. What's his name? Didn't you talk about him the other day? He got some academy now. Who's the brother that was a head coach? Skinny dude that was a head coach of the Rangers back when they were winning. When they fired him, they ain't won since. What's his name?
Are you talking about? Who was the coach? Randolph?
Gary Washington. What's his name? I forget the coach's name. What was the brother that coached the Rangers?
I'm telling
you, they
who's
caught
the
him
coach
with the booger sugar. Right? Didn't they catch with the booger sugar?
This man said booger sugar. Man, what's wrong with y'all, man?
Really, like Eddie Murphy.
Cordell. Dude said Cordell Washington. Was it Cordell Washington?
Ron Washington.
That's who it was? Cordell
Ron Washington, yeah. Ron Washington.
He a black dude or white?
Yeah, the brother.
And they caught him with the sugar?
That little fro. You know how to do.
At least he wasn't sweating. Hey, Jimmy, get us out of here. That man said booger sugar. I ain't heard that in a long ass time, boy. God damn. Boy, hey, I don't know who you been around, Chris Walker. Oh my God.
Man, y'all something better.
Booger sugar. I like that, though. I like that. I'm going to use that later on.
All you got to do is Google it. Listen, all you got to do is Google it, man. Y'all something else.
And of course, the Astros, as you mentioned, the Astros are at Texas, not at home.
Oh,
They're
my
at Texas
God.
this week.
Y'all crazy,
And
man.
want to get you guys to share the show if you hadn't done so this hour. Share your show on your way out the door. and what a day on this baby Friday, man. Don't forget this weekend we got Rucker on Wood. We'll be out at the Lou Etta Sports Complex. We got Rucker on Wood on Sunday afternoon. And guess what, Al? I got a special treat for Rucker on Wood.
Wait a minute. Where the Rucker Wood? Wait a minute. It's going to be where?
At the Lou Etta
you the switch spots.
Yeah, I always switch spots. I always switch. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And guess what? I got I've in 20 years of Ruck on Wood. I'm doing something that have never been done before. Giving the kids an added bang for their buck. Remember, Ruck on Wood is only $10 for spectators.
Right.
You want to see both sessions? It's $15. Because we're going to clear the gym afterwards. That way, other people coming to see their babies have somewhere to sit primarily. But guess what? For the kids,
right, man.
Here's what we're doing. Every bench will be coached by a college coach, not the college players for this round. College coaches will be coaching every bench. And right now, I have confirmations from about a half dozen colleges
Chris
are
Walker.
expected to be here. I name the
Nah.
schools instead of naming the coaches. We got, of course, Panola and Lee College are returning. That's two.
Okay.
Panola, Lee College, Blinn is going to be in the house.
Okay.
They're going to be actually coaching the teams. That's three. Angelina
That's legal.
is in the house. That's
Yeah.
4.
Eh,
Lamar State, Port Arthur. That's
Okay.
5.
Okay.
Coastal Bend College.
That's 6.
That's 6.
Uh-huh.
Little Larry Cardero's assistant coach from LSU Alexandra. That's 7.
7. Okay.
Loyola College. Loyola in New Orleans.
Okay. Yeah.
He's driving all the way from New Orleans,
Uh-huh.
and he's coming here he's gonna volunteer as a coach.
Uh-huh.
And this, let me tell you something. This unheard of. I've never done this before.
Mhm.
And think about what you're getting. Because the thing that makes it good for those coaches,
Mhm.
Chris and Heather, is that this is invite only. You have to be approved to get in this. It's not like a regular open gym. It's going to be 80 to 90 players in each of those 2 sessions. Those coaches get to coach you. That means they interacting with you. That means they're evaluating you. And on the scary part, especially for you seniors, this is your audition to 8 different colleges. And not to mention University of St. Thomas, who's prohibited from coaching because they are Division III. This only ones that can coach is NAIAs or JUCOs. That's it. D2s and D3s can't coach in this type of setting. They can't work a camp or whatever. It's not a camp, it's open gym. Can't work none of that. So but you at St. Thomas will be there.
I got something for you, Jimmy. Somebody sent me this, and we're going to end the show with this. He texted me and said, 3 of our players from my program that plays at Kingwood High School was selected to play in the Rucker on the Wood event this weekend. However, their coach has advised them not to play. Damn shame. He said, in your words, Robert, unbelievable.
Wow.
So I'm a coach. Send me that.
Wow.
No comment.
The high school coach.
Hold on. Here's the thing, and I'm glad you said that. Here's my thing now.
Mm-hmm.
I could understand. It's like before,
Mm-hmm.
I just said what I just said.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like, oh well.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have at least 8 college coaches coming here to recruit this crop of players, especially 2022s. So that all the kid got to do is hit a couple of buckets, make a couple of plays, dive for a couple of. His energy got to be above par, and guess what? He will get an offer right on the spot. This ain't. We're not streaming this stuff, Baller TV. If your ass ain't here, you just not here.
Chris Walker
said that parent had a parent that's watching. That parent has the power to make a conscious decision about their son.
Chris Walker said something last week.
Otherwise, Jim, I don't get in the middle of it. But in this situation,
no, don't get in the middle of it.
Be
Chris Walker said something key last week. Chris and people kind of gave him kickback. A little people. Chris said these high school coaches' job ain't to get you in college.
It's not.
Ain't that what you said that? So that coach ain't thinking about them kids getting in college. He worried about his little team. Mammies and daddies at Kingwood. If y'all know who the hell I am, man, y'all get to them kids, man, get y'all buddy here, man. Nobody thinking about that mess that coach talking about. No.
Or tell him, okay, coach, we're not going to play, but when the season's over, you better guarantee we're going to get a scholarship. I wouldn't want that pressure on me, man. Go play wherever y'all want to play, man.
Say no more.
As long as y'all show up when we're supposed to show up for Kingwood, that's all that matters.
Come on,
Kingwood business. If Kingwood is not participating, you should be able to do whatever the hell you want to do.
Come on, man. Yeah. See, I'm glad. Thank you for that text. Thanks for that text. Whoever you know who sent me that text. Thank you for that text, man. Because guess what? That don't make no sense, man. Jimmy just told you something. You're going to play. Trying to play at college. We got 8 guys coming down here. And see, this is what I done found out about college coaches. Just because 8 here Jimmy, their network of the people that they know, they gonna tell people, man, I can't get the guy, but you can get him. Them guys talk, man. Come on, man. That's unbelievable. Jimmy, get us out of here.
Hey, I say it again. And this is what I tell people all the time, and I'm gonna leave it at this. This has nothing to do with anything other than a high school coach. If it was his kid, he wouldn't do that. I bet you if it was his kid, that mama would be like, yo, you going over there and play. You got an opportunity to get a chance to play for a scholarship, and y'all not busy this weekend, you going over there and playing. That's what you doing. Wouldn't do it with their own children. Just telling you.
I'm gonna leave that alone. Jimmy, take us home.
Yeah, man. It's about that. Yeah, man. So we'll see you guys, of course, once again, at Ruck on Wood, Sunday, 1 p.m. at the Louetta Automotive Sports Complex located over in Cypress. And it's going to be a good day. We're going to have a DJ. We're going to have a professional medical our staff on premises. We're going to have security on premises. It's going to be very well organized. And we hope to see you guys out there to get a look at a lot of these 2023s and class of 2022s will be in action. But with that being said, it's time to slide down Dino's back and yabba dabba do this thing for this Baby Friday. It was a good run with the Chop Shop. Gave you guys a nice chunk of overtime as well.
Yes.
So we'll see you guys, of course, on Monday. Be safe this weekend. Be smart this weekend. As we leave out of here, we're going to give you guys, I think, Adam may have no, he ain't got nothing he gonna play. Just have some pictures or something. Don't worry. But
I got some. I got some pictures.
What you got?
Rest with Cynthia Guillory. I'll be flying up to DFW for the funeral on Saturday, and then I'll have to fly right back and get back into Houston for some business I have to take care of. But our hearts extend to the family of Cynthia Guillory, Vonzel, and your family as well, man. I hope to see you guys. Stay strong. Meanwhile, the service for Big E will be on the following Saturday, leading into Labor Day. But the details will be provided on Monday's show. But other than that, man, that's Big E. You guys just saw him and Nick Smith, Arterio Morris, and of course,
Tyrese Maxey.
And Tyrese Maxey on that picture you just shown.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Please share the show on your way out the door. The Chop Shop is nothing like it. You know, hopefully you were enlightened, you were educated, you were entertained, and at least
I love you, Penny. I love you, Penny. I love you, Penny.
I'm finna call him as soon as I get in the car. I'm finna call him as soon as I get in the car. Tell him about you and Jimmy.
So he say, me and Jimmy. Kill Penny. We get Penny on Tuesday. Let Penny know. We're gonna rock.
We're gonna make it out. We're gonna make it. Chris, don't you come nowhere near the TV set.
Y'all gonna tell
Anyway,
me,
guys, hey, for Robert Haller and Chris Walker, this Jim X Man Shadow Show on your way out the door. Just share it right now. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube. See you guys. Peace. We up out here. Chop shop.
Chris the hater.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the